What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 26 of the Unlaced podcast.
Hey,
I'm your co-host, Chris. I'm here with my host, Gabe.
what
How
up?
you how you doing today?
Um, I'm good, man. Just out here doing our thing.
Yeah. hmm
On this beautiful Monday morning.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
I'm losing track of the days. I keep forgetting that
Oh yeah,
sometimes.
I've been mentally checked out the last 2 weeks, especially from school, bro. This is my
Yeah.
last week, and I fucked up. Like I got some homework overdue. All of a sudden, week 8 comes around and Gabe wants to slack, but
Mm,
I just been swamped, bro. Like
yeah.
I've been feeling overwhelmed.
hmm
I've been feeling like I've been playing catch up for the last month. And I just said, hey man, fuck the world. So this is some Gabe time.
Yeah. Hey, take all the time you need. Take all the time you need. Um, yeah, so we are here. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure that you guys check out our podcast on all streaming platforms. If you want to catch the video playback, you can check it out on YouTube at Unlaced. If you want to check out the audio podcast, you can check it out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcaster, and all those different streaming platforms. If you ever want to look at it, is that a hint or
I don't know, bro.
is,
It's just going across the screen right now.
is that a hint to
I
something?
don't know. I don't know, bro. Let's just keep watching.
Okay, okay, we'll find out. Um, make sure that you guys follow us on Unlaced X Podcast as well as Unlaced X Threads on IG. Make sure that's how you find out about any new content coming out, as well as the clothing line and seeing any new drops coming. We recently dropped our hoodies last week.
And
Thank you
they're
guys.
gone.
They're gone. Thank you
They're
to
gone.
everybody. Thank you for everybody that copped. Thank you for everybody that copped as a Christmas gift. I was seeing a lot
Yo,
of
yeah.
those. So thank you for that. That's really dope, and we really appreciate that. Everybody that copped the crew neck and the long sleeves as well. Thank you as well.
hmm
We can't thank you guys enough, especially during this holiday season. Understanding what everybody's going through. For you guys to still rock with us and still, we still be able to say that we're sold out of product. That's really huge.
hmm
So thank you. Shout out to the Unleashed Threads team. Thank you to everybody that helped, make it what it was. Um, really can't thank you guys enough. Um, excuse me. So let's get into this. Kid Cudi.
Hey,
Uh,
Kid Cudi.
Miss,
Hey, hey,
I,
Kid
I'm.
Cudi.
This is gonna be your. This is gonna be. I'm gonna let these to you because you seem like the Kid Cudi
What,
uh,
bro? I'm the
fanboy.
kid.
So I'm gonna let you.
It's not even a fanboy, bro. It's come on, the
Like you.
disrespect.
I'll leave most of this to you.
What up?
But earlier or late last week, or no, not
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna say late last week, but overtime officially last week,
Yeah.
it was announced that Kid Cudi would be dropping his first signature shoe with Adidas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so pictures that came out, I will say really cool pictures. Just I'll put that out there to start off
Mm-hmm.
with. Really dope
Mm-hmm.
pictures. But he will be coming out. Let me get the name for you. The Kid Cudi Adidas Vada Wam 326
Yeah, Vadawam.
Beta Wam.
It's named after his daughter.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah.
and so that will be those will be releasing on the 17th. So
Is
when
it
you see
is it
this,
both of them or just one of them?
both. That's what it says. Both. Um, I possibly could be just one. Uh, yeah, that's they didn't really put any information on which one.
That's
Um,
fine.
but there's two colorways to speak of.
Mm-hmm.
A white one, and like kind of like a white cream one,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's like a black and smoke grayish
Yeah.
colorway as well.
Yeah.
The inspiration comes from his a couple different shoes, as well as, like you said, his daughter's name, as well as the 326, which is her birthday. and that is stitched on the upper collar of the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I just kind of wanted to come in and get your thoughts. Really, this is kind of for
I
me.
mean,
I wouldn't say
yeah.
out of nowhere because honestly I expected it a lot sooner, but
Mm-hmm.
you know now we're starting to see a lot of people from that Kanye camp get
No,
their.
they're finally getting theirs after forever long.
Mm,
But I mean, further proof to the Kanye camp, bro. The Kanye
yeah,
effect. I mean, Kid Cudi is a bit more standalone. You know, I
yeah,
don't think that
definitely.
there was much influence from Kanye to get this deal done.
Yeah, yeah.
But it does come out of Adidas, so I mean, um, is there like some sort of conversation that is brought up to Kanye because these are all his people?
Mm,
Maybe.
mm,
Um, but I mean, him, Pusha T, Kid Cudi,
yeah,
they had 2 Chains at one time.
Big Sean.
I mean, they had Big Sean. Like, yeah, they everyone from that camp has literally gone through Adidas.
Yeah,
Um, well, for the most part, other than Virgil
yeah.
and Don C. But
Do you think it was like in their contract when signing with Good Music?
I don't know, man. I don't even think Kanye saw this one coming. I don't think he would have been at it. He knew he would be at Adidas.
Hmm.
But talking to about the shoe alone
Yeah,
specifically, um, Cuddy's my boy. Cuddy's my boy. You already know when you start off like that, it's not a good one.
yeah,
That's my boy, and I do actually want to buy this shoe simply because it's his shoe.
yeah.
I feel
It
like
starts off at retail at 180.
yeah, Lord,
Yeah.
like I feel like it's there's like I have to kind of
Hmm.
thing. Given that I'm into shoes and Cuddy's arguably my number one artist like
Hmm.
ever outside of like Kanye.
Yeah.
Um, Cuddy on a more personal level, Kanye on a how can you not agree level. Um, but yeah, man, I feel like I need a cop. I want a cop, but I don't necessarily like the shoe.
You don't like it. Like what is it that you don't like about it?
I mean, there's a couple factors. I'm pulling it up right now so I can get you
Yeah.
some some good reaction.
Okay. Um. I
Um,
no. Go ahead.
what up? It's like honestly, my first initial thought is the practicality behind it. What
Hmm.
am I going to wear with this shoe?
Yeah.
And it's not even like that I can't wear this shoe or that I'm afraid that I can't wear this shoe.
Hmm.
It's just an odd looking shoe.
Yeah. It is.
It's
Um. It was
yeah.
mentioned that there was some like NASA inspiration to it too because it does look like a little moon boot sort of.
No,
And
100%. Yeah, like it's just yeah. I don't know if the moon aspect or the space
yeah.
aspect or whatever aspect you want to call it was really, I don't know, prominent in
Hmm.
this situation. But it is what it is, man. I mean, it doesn't even look like an Adidas shoe. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
Um, it is what it is. He likes it. I'm gonna cop a pair. Hopefully.
Uh. What
Uh, what
What
up?
do you what do you think like I would say like popularity wise like Kid Cudi just recently dropped an album last week.
Hmm.
What do you think like like how you believe like and I'm speaking for this community as a whole. Probably want to talk a as like a fan, but like, in a sneaker community, do you think that this shoe is something that either is going to grow on people over time? Do you think it's going to be immediately, wanted? Where do you think that this is going to go when it comes to market value
I th-
after?
I think Cuddy's core fans are going to carry this release
Mhm.
um to a sellout or two.
Yeah,
Um My bad. I'm reading this cancellation. I think they'll carry, the first release or two,
Hmm.
um, because like I just mentioned, this is something that a lot of people have been waiting for.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't think that it'll just be an accepted shoe and it'll just ride out into the wind as like this shoe that people never really complained about.
Yeah.
I definitely think, I mean, and we've seen it before. Just because you're a collab and
Mm.
you're whoever you are doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be a hot sellout. And I mean, if you take away his name, I don't think anyone is really buying the shoe.
No, of course not.
It looks almost like a Jeremy Scott,
Okay.
like an early Jeremy Scott that
Hmm.
used a model that wasn't um the wings, or wasn't I don't even know what that model is called without the wings. But before he got to that, he was playing around with other models, and those are like his lesser known shoes.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I just I'm sorry, Cuddy, but we gotta rate you and place you somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll give my thoughts on it. I when I saw the pictures, officially the shoe, and you guys are looking now, as you guys are watching this, didn't like it. And when I first saw it, I thought it was a collab, not his actual shoe.
Yeah.
Like, I thought that this was something that like Nike probably had like somewhere in the warehouse, and he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Ooh, I want to do that kind of thing." Um, and so, and then also, for some weird reason, when I looked at the shoe, I thought it was a Puma.
Okay, I can see that
I
too.
thought it was I thought it was a Puma, and so that threw me off. And then when I read more into it, it's his signature shoe. It's his thing. Didn't like the shoe. Don't like the shoe. I will say though that
What
I
up?
think this is one of those shoes, and I always say this about certain shoes. Like there's certain shoes that you can look at and you can tell like if a certain colorway is done perfectly, the shoe will be great.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that with this shoe, that could possibly be the case. I think the initial, of course, Adidas is going to do the safe bet and just go with the white and the black release, of course. But I think there could be a possibility that down the line we could get a different colorway
Mm-hmm.
that would probably highlight the shoe in a better light. Because I think just the plain white and then just the plain, like black and smoke gray and like you don't really get as much with the shoe, especially with a shoe that has that much going on with it.
Agree.
You don't get much of the what makes that shoe great kind of thing. So I
Mm-hmm.
think that maybe down the line, if we get like a different colorway, like a little bit more, like what if he did like a colorway that like matched some of his album covers?
I mean, that'd be sick. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking at that shoe and there's a lot going on, bro. There's a lot going on. It's the overall height of the shoe is a little odd because
Hmm.
it's higher at the back and it kind of
Yeah,
droops down.
yeah,
Um, there's no real Adidas branding on it other than the tongue.
yeah,
Um, it's just the panels of the shoe are
hmm,
weird. It has that one weird panel on the side that's just there. That's like suede, and the rest of the shoe is
yeah.
leather. I'm just being a hater, but damn.
No, and that's the thing. Like with it, it just yeah. There's that's the and I think that's what my biggest thing about the shoe is like when you look at the shoe, it's like even like if you look at the pictures that they used for like the marketing, the
Yeah.
pictures of like when it has like the little hands with the
Hmm.
galaxies in it. If they did a colorway like that for the first shoe,
Yeah.
I honestly think the shoe would look a lot better.
Yeah.
Like if they put that that detail into the shoe, I think it would have been like, oh, okay. You could probably see a little bit more of the shoe and be like, oh, okay, I see what how good this can be.
I mean, yeah, I guess when you look at the black one, it's a little bit better because some of the panels are like you can see the contrast more
Mhm.
because there's like different grays
Yeah.
and black and stuff like that. So I guess I see what you mean. It does make sense. Um, I'm just it's
Just not right now. It's not. It's not.
I'm,
The early predictions, like you said, Kid Cudi's fans are of course are going to be the ones that
yeah,
that are going to buy this.
yeah.
Early predictions on aftermarket
I mean, if
prices.
retail's 180, bro,
You know, see,
sheesh.
do you think it reaches 300?
I mean, if it does, I don't think it'll go higher than that
Okay.
because there's a lot of other fire Adidas collabs that don't even go for
Yeah.
$300.
Well, I just I'm just saying that as like as like the
Mm-hmm.
sort of starting point because usually with a shoe when it comes out, like especially with a retail price that high, 300
I
is kind
mean,
of where
bro,
it starts.
you're talking like $200 out the door after taxes and
Yeah.
stuff, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, Cuddy.
Hey,
I need you to go
Cuddy,
to.
I hope that if you give us like a galaxy colorway, I'm 100% sure that shoe will probably look a lot better.
Hey, bro, I'm already buying the shoe as it is, Cuddy. So just bring us into the meeting on the next one, bro. We
Yeah,
got you. We'll
yeah.
be the gap. We'll bridge the gap between you and your fans.
I'm waiting for people to understand that we can. If you put us in the room with y'all and y'all do these designs for your shoes, we can like we don't look like much, but we can get you some sales. We'll get you a good shoe out the door.
Mm-hmm.
You guys want to reach that Kanye, Jordan, LeBron level out the door? Come see us. Come talk to us. We got you.
Come see us, bro.
I, I'm really confused. I really want to know what that is. What is that? Okay. Uh, oh, I'm sorry. For the audio listeners, Gabe is hinting at something. We got
Oh yeah, I'm just playing around with my screen,
a J Balvin. What is that? Was that a patch?
I don't know what it was, bro. I don't know
Oh,
what you're talking about.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Well,
it was a patch. It was a J Balvin patch.
we got a J Balvin patch that did a nice little shimmy across the screen.
True.
And now he's hinting. It
And
looked
then
like a stuffed animal
and
that was on the
and then
side.
my arthritis kicked in, so the shimmy just went down. It's just
Like I can't hold this longer like
yeah, it was
this.
just like, oh
Yeah.
damn.
No,
What's
yeah.
good?
So hopefully we'll hopefully in the future we'll see some different colorways and we can be able to come back to
Hmm.
this and talk about it. I honestly think that different better colorways could make the shoe have a
Yeah.
little bit more success. Um, so let's get into the next one. Speaking of signature shoes,
Mm.
I need Stephen A. Gabe on this one.
What up? What
All
up?
right. So we are
No, bro,
starting.
I changed it. I'm sneaker A Gabe.
Oh, sneaker egg. Oh, even better. I need
We
sneaker egg
gotta,
Gabe.
we gotta go 51. I mean, what is it? 50%?
Yeah,
51%?
yeah. I think it's 50%. 51%.
Yeah.
51%. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sneaker egg Gabe. I need
There
you
you
on this
go.
one. The NBA season is upon
Okay.
us. We have
Yes.
gotten the preseason games going. Shout out to our Bulls. They looking nice. They looking all right.
Detroit, let's go.
Yo, they
Leangelo.
got Leangelo out of here. Yeah, he
What,
couldn't even make it
he's
to the
gone
court.
already?
He didn't even make it to the court.
Wow, Leangelo got the boot.
Yeah, they got
Man,
him
I was
out of
trying to
there.
play with him in 2K.
Nah, they got him out of here immediately. I told you he wasn't making it to the 22nd. There was no way. They just wanted to be the team that was featured on the little Three Brothers graphics that SportsCenter and all they
Ah,
were
that's
dropping. They just want to be a
damn.
part of it. Just get a little media buzz. They got
Damn,
him out of
well,
there immediately.
damn, he's back to the G League.
Yeah, it's rough. Good luck though.
Wow.
Good luck. um,
Wow.
but yeah, so the NBA season is upon us.
Yeah.
The new season officially starts next week on the 22nd. So I thought with all the sports centers and Undisputeds and First Take and uh, all those different shows making a predictions on who's going to win the championship next year
Mm-hmm.
with this new season approaching, no fans in the stadiums, but teams are playing in their own arenas, so
Yeah.
I guess that's okay. I think we're still gonna see the same high productivity from players because of the fact that there's no fans. So
Yeah.
it's going to be just kind of like an open gym for them. So you're going to
Yeah.
see a lot of threes, and a lot of shot percentages are going to be very high for a lot of
Mhm.
players that usually probably
Mhm.
had a lower shot percentage. But since everybody's making their predictions on teams that will win the NBA championship, I
Yeah.
thought we could come here and instead of talking about boring basketball, we talk about the shoes that they're wearing and who's
Okay.
going to win the championship for signature sneaker of the NBA season.
Damn.
So,
Okay. Who do we have? What are
so
some contenders?
we're gonna throw in some contenders. So contenders are LeBron James, but I
Mhm.
have I have a thing with LeBron James. So I'll get through LeBron James, Steph Curry,
Mhm.
Kyrie,
Mhm.
Kevin Durant, Dame Lillard, and non-signature style. We have to do. I want to talk about Luka,
Mhm.
Trey,
Mhm.
Bradley Beal joining Jordan, Westbrook, Harden.
Bro, you named like 10 players already. I
That,
already forgot all of them, bro.
hey, but you know them though. You know the people. You know the people.
Yeah, I do.
So with
What
that,
up?
I want us to give a brief. Who do you think is going to win this season overall? Because we've gotten a couple colorways from a couple players so far.
Mhm.
Um, of course, this season. I think we're getting a regular. Well, we're getting a
72, I think.
72 game season. So still, 10 games less, but still pretty
Mhm.
much a full season. Uh,
Mhm.
uh, with if everybody plays, nobody,
Yeah.
no, there's no game cancellations,
Ain't
anything
no
like
big
that.
Rona in these
Yeah,
games.
exactly. But NBA was great with their bubble, so hopefully they'll be better than NFL with their games and their
Mhm.
COVID prevention, all that stuff. Um, let's give. Who do we think is going to win the signature sneaker championship of the NBA season? So take into account. I don't know if we're doing. Did they say they're doing an All Star game this year or no?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Adam Silver is going to try to find a way
Well,
to
they
do
have
it.
All-Star game releases lined up,
Yeah. Well,
so
yeah. So we have like All Star game. We have Christmas. Christmas is right, literally, 3 days after the start of the season.
dude, there's
Um,
like 10 games this year on Christmas.
yeah. So and
I'm
then we have
so excited, bro. Oh,
it's
hell
just
yeah.
and so then we have
Well,
like the
my
All
well
Star
my
game, and
well
then
my tamales, you know.
yeah. Oh, I want some tamales.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have, of course, the playoffs and the
Yeah.
championships.
Yeah.
And playoffs, bring their own colorways. All
Yeah.
Star games bring their own colorways. Christmas brings their own colorways. And then with the NBA not having the uniform restriction on shoe colors, of course, they can kind of just come out with any colorway that they want. Kyrie being one of them that is really good at that. Um,
Okay.
so with all that from
I
the
mean, I
certain,
have my winner already.
oh, who's okay? Go ahead.
I mean, not that I have my winner because I mean we don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's the
Hella,
early predictions.
hella early.
Yeah.
Um, so I think based off of like historically,
Hmm.
um, someone who has like the some of the hottest models, and I don't think really gets a lot of like conversation.
Hmm.
It's still Kyrie.
Okay.
Like I still feel like Kyrie isn't in that conversation when we're looking at like some of the best signature models.
Okay.
Um, so I'm thinking that based off of like you know consistency,
Hmm.
he's already in the conversation. So
Okay.
that I think that would be my easy pick.
Okay.
I'm hoping for Team LeBron to make some type of like comeback for year 19 or model 19.
See, and so that's my question. That's my thing with LeBron. So LeBron did media day with the Jordan. I mean Jordan. The LeBron eights,
Yeah,
and he did the Laker colorway again.
yeah.
This one I didn't like as much as the last year. I wish he would have kept with the same style
Hmm.
of like doing the mismatch because
Yeah.
I think if he would have stayed with that style at like going forward with those, I think that it would have done a lot better. Not saying that it was like it's still a cool colorway, like the
I
purple
mean,
with
it's
the
a purple suede on the 8.
yeah.
I'm kind of down.
So, but I wish he would have did the gold on one and then purple on
Purple
the
on the
other.
other.
That would have
Okay.
been. I think that would have been really cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know like how like is Nike taking kind of like a relax?
Like a year off because
Yeah,
he
because
didn't
it's
really do the 18.
yeah, because it was a weird thing because the 18s came when like in like towards the bubble playoffs.
Yeah, which was this year.
Yeah, and so you've already played all these games beforehand. Then you get to the bubble, you play all these games beforehand. Then you only bring them out once the playoffs start, which I'm pretty sure it was the goal. But you get a small sample size of what they look like, and then now we're on to
19.
19. Are they just gonna say, well, we're just gonna wait, even though because now the season seems like it's gonna be all the way through.
I
Do we
mean,
not see that probably till the start of next year, the 19s, or is he just gonna
well,
do 18s for the
even if it's starting next year, it's only like 3 weeks from now,
yeah.
and I think it should, if it drops, then it should be the shoe considered.
Hmm.
Um, so if it drops, I'm hoping that they bring some glory back
Yeah.
to the LeBron line.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, LeBron LeBron is a forward,
Hmm.
and I think they still do focus on their high top shoes. I mean,
Hmm.
everything's really been high top. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 was
Yeah.
a low.
Yeah. 18 was low.
Um so but I need them to go back to like some glory days, bro. Like I don't know, man. We need bulky, but we need like slim down, but we need
Mm.
like Air Max units. Like they're just
Kind of like, well, like, do you want it like a little bit less? Do you want it like a little bit less slimmer than the 17? Because the 17
um
is still a bulky shoe, but like the upper is very. It seems
I
very
mean, I
thin
like what they're
and
doing
slim.
because they're using a lot of like the knitted materials on
Hmm.
uppers to kind of bring down like the overall bulkiness and the weight.
Yeah.
And I mean, and that's good, but I guess what I miss is like there used to be like sublines within his shoe.
Hmm.
So like when you would have like the EXTs, and I can imagine like this fly knits, like the 18 could be, or the first shoe could be an all leather, and then the fly knit could be like he used to have the PS, the
Hmm.
postseason versions.
Yeah.
So he would have the regular version all season, and then the postseason version, which was slimmer down.
Yeah. And usually it was like a
Um,
low.
yeah, it would be a low. The PS8s and the PS9s were really good.
Hmm.
Um, I think when he got to like 10 and 11, it was more so about the EXT than it was the
Yeah.
PS.
Yeah.
So I just miss all those things, man, and that's really I think what's missing for the LeBron line is making like that engagement, like
Hmm.
that. It's just a different type of shoe. I don't know, man. So I'm hoping for that. KD, I think everyone out of Nike really needs like a yo. We had 2020. Everyone has some Dookie shoes. All right, here you go, KD. You know,
You guys all put out trash, so we're just gonna have to come in and
yeah, cause I mean, look at Paul George's shoes are fucking
they were terrible,
is ridiculous.
terrible.
And then the KDs are cool, but I just feel like they look like just like a block,
Yeah,
like just a block. Um,
because it looks like it's all one. It's all one panel
yeah,
on the
it's a little
shoe.
weird, yeah. So I'd like some change there, but overall, I'm gonna go Kyrie. Um,
Do you have a sleeper? Who's your Cinderella story out of the signature shoes this year?
I mean,
Who can make
who-
a surprise?
okay, so who just signed with Lai Ling?
Jimmy
Um,
Butler.
I'm gonna go with him.
Oh, are you gonna go Jimmy B?
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go because because I personally love the way it Wade's.
Hmm.
Liling killed that.
Yeah, he did.
They 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 brought in Wade and they really like you
There was
know
some great colorways for those
fire
shoes.
models, fire
Some
colorways,
great
great
ones.
materials. Like
Those the ones for his last season were like every single one was like, yo,
they had
oh.
I think they have a Space Jam colorway of the first ones.
Mhm,
Fire, bro. Um, yeah, like they just came in, into this market where they're a Chinese company, and they brought in Wade, and then bam, they just did it for him.
mhm,
So I think they're gonna carry that same energy with Jimmy B.
mhm.
And he won't win, but I feel like that's the sleeper in terms of like, oh shit, let's buy some Lai Ling Jimmys,
Yeah.
Let's,
Okay.
yeah. So I think that'll be a good sleeper. And then our third category was players with no signatures, right?
Yeah. Who do you
Um,
think is going to be the success story out of the ones that don't have signatures? So like Luca, who else? Who else?
you said Trey.
Trey,
I mean,
Bradley Beal. Bradley Beal
Trey's
just
with
signed.
Adidas, right?
Yeah, Bradley Beal just signed with Jordan.
I mean, I think it'll be Luca, bro, because even though there's other Jordan players,
Hmm.
Luca's like the one.
Okay.
So yeah, I feel like Luca. I feel also that one player who might get some a lot of retro love
Hmm.
will be Carmelo.
Okay.
I feel like if we're looking at players who don't have a signature, I mean, I think Jordan Brand stopped his signature at 14 or 15.
Yeah. I don't think he's. I
Uh,
don't think he's had one.
yeah,
It's what,
so
like last two seasons.
yeah, so
Yeah.
he's been rocking with like his 1.5s,
Hmm.
his 5.5s.
1.5s are so dope.
Yeah, so I mean, we can get a whole bunch of heat coming out of that retro line
Mm.
through him. So I don't
Okay.
know. I like Carmelo too,
Okay. But are you gonna stay with
but
Luca?
I'm gonna stick with Luca
Luca's
though.
one.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Luca's a new kid, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, bro, we can't even forget about Lamelo. What do we think his
Oh yeah,
Puma's gonna
Lamelo
look
with
like?
Puma. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, I don't know because like it doesn't like from what we've seen. Hey, yo, shout out to Lamelo because that debut looked really
yeah.
nice. That
He was
that
looking like young
especially to
magic
not put
out
like
there.
to not put any points up, but to look that like to still be that effective.
Hmm.
On the floor, like it just like the flow of the game just changes even without you like dominating, like trying to score. It's just you trying to get everybody else involved. Yo, he's gonna be a problem in Charlotte. So I might, depending on how this season goes, I might pop up with a Lamelo jersey. I'm just saying, we'll
Hey,
see.
bro.
Um, but
I ain't
yeah,
judging
he's
you.
with Puma, but like Puma, for some reason, and this may be my only thing because I'm the only one that like really is rooting for Puma, so I'm pretty
Hmm.
sure a lot of people don't give a shit.
It
But
really is
like,
just you, bro.
yeah, I'm the only one on there. I'm just the only one champion for Puma. Um, it seems like Puma is very about anything when it comes to their brand. Like it seems like they're either waiting for something or not in a
Hmm.
rush to do anything to like
I don't.
really like put a stamp on
I
anything.
don't think they've ever been in a rush to do anything.
Because J Cole is kind of the one that's keeping them
Yeah.
some semi relevant, and I don't know how to like what do they want like what do you like you're not going to sell shoes by continuously pulling the same shoes out of your warehouse from 35 years ago to to bring to and just do, oh, we're gonna do a new colorway and then we're gonna put Kuzma in them and that's supposed to sell.
Well, I think that's really what they're relying on is the um just like the they're relying more so on like the weight of people who are currently like accepted or have a following
Mm,
more so than creating their own new following within this generation. So they're
mm,
taking, yeah, they're taking the things that we know or that this generation knows, like Kyle Kuzma,
mm,
LaMelo,
mm,
Rude. You know, they're using all other people's stature to kind of boost their own,
mm.
and but they're not really doing it in a way where they're benefiting.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, I think that's Puma's dilemma.
but that's weird that you could say like, and that's such a weird. Um,
But it makes sense though, right?
yeah, like it makes sense, but it's like so weird that like we just had like we literally just sat here and talked about how Dwayne Wade with Lai Ling just it was dropping dope colorways with his shoes,
Bro,
and
so fire.
it's like we're sitting here and we're talking about a company that in most people's like in most conversations when you talk about like sneaker culture in
Yeah,
basketball, Lai Ling
yeah.
is not the one that comes to mind. You would think Puma would be one of them.
Uh-huh. Or like I mean, but Puma's never been one of them, man. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
Puma's never been one of them, but
They haven't been
when you
good
talk about
since
like
Clyde Drexler, bro.
yeah, but when you talk about a
They
brand that is sitting that is kind of like when you like you think about colleges like with pipeline schools, Puma is a pipeline brand that should be getting more traction than that it's giving than
No,
Lai Ling
100%.
from
100%.
like
Especially in the US market. They're established.
exactly.
They're
So
established out here.
how do you sit back and sit there and see people willing to oh I need those Dwayne Wades that just dropped that he wore in Miami.
But no one
But
says I need those
but
rudes.
you don't see anybody saying, "Yo, did you see those Pumas that Kuzma was wearing? I need those." Like you don't see none of that. Like the only and like recently their biggest staple has been the RX racers.
Which, my bad, I logged myself out of my
Oh, you good?
fucking paychecks account. God damn. Um, but I don't really know, bro, because I don't know if it's Puma's not really investing in like their R&D,
Mhm.
or if they just don't see themselves in a position where they're losing, or maybe they're okay with being fourth place. Like there's just a whole bunch of different things that we don't
Okay, we'll be
know.
a fourth. That's a
I I mean, I'm thinking they're fourth. They could be in fifth. They could be in sixth. I don't
I
know.
could see yeah I could see probably fifth because you think Nike, Jordan, still like Adidas still is gonna put out something at least manageable, like when
Hmm.
you got like a Harden and stuff and like a
Yeah,
Rose, and then Lai Ling just got Jimmy Butler
yeah,
and
that's gonna be
still
dope.
still had Dwayne Wade dropping fire colorways. Puma's Puma's sitting fifth. That's in the boardroom. That should not fly.
Yeah, Puma's not. It's not. Puma ain't it, bro. I'm sorry. Like we know this. We don't have to keep telling the people that Puma ain't it.
I'm trying to talk
You
to the people at Puma to let them know
man,
we
look, bro.
expect better.
You expect better. All
You got
right.
Lamelo on your team right
You.
now.
I don't
You
expect
got
better from Puma.
you got Lamelo on your team. I expect by the end of the year, not this year, but I expect by the end of the NBA season
This
that
we
there
had
should
this.
be that Lamelo should have a signature shoot and it should be fire.
We've been talking about Puma for many episodes.
Like I get it, Kuzma shit the bed. He's not the like people use. He is a running joke to people on the internet.
uh,
But Lamelo
man,
seems
teams should
like
ball out, bro.
Lamelo seems like he can be really good. He seems like he'd be really good. And but you
uh,
also don't have people laughing at Lamelo. So if you you need to be right now while this season's going on, being like, yo, after your game, come to the headquarters. We need to figure out getting these designs ready for your shoe because we want to release it by All-Star weekend. Something like we know they're probably not gonna make the playoffs, but yo, we need something out. That's yo, the LaMelo one.
Puma just needs retooling, bro. They don't have any new tech to introduce a new element to the shoes. And what
But
I
if
mean
you're
by that,
spending all this money on players, you're telling me that you can't go out and buy one of the employees from like Nike or Adidas?
clearly not, bro, because they haven't done so. And they need something new, bro. Whatever they have in house just doesn't work. Nothing that they've done has worked. They need something new. And they tried to be first with the boost and it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Or was that Reebok? I
I
think
thought
that
it was
was
Reebok.
Reebok. Yeah, Reebok tried boost first. But no, Puma tried first the little pebble looking fucking things
Mm-hmm.
that Nike has now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Puma was there first. That wasn't working out for them. Like they just need something.
Yeah.
And they need a new something, whether it's a new like foam or whatever the case. Um they don't really have any silhouette that looks good on court.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that they have is like this high top, skinny ass. I'm back in the
Yeah,
70s,
everything's outdated.
short
Everything's
shorts.
outdated.
Like they need some nice. Um, hopefully Lamelo can go in there and hopefully his dad could be there too to start yelling at them. Like I don't know, man, because his dad made Big Baller Brand, and we all know how that went. So
Yeah. Mm. But
I just
but I
I
don't
don't care
think
about Puma.
I think I well, I
That's
think a
really
lot
what
of
it
people
is.
don't care about Puma. I care, Puma. I'm I'm saying to you, Puma, please get LaMelo into a signature shoe ASAP. Not a redesign of a shoe that already came out, not a collaboration with Rude or something like that. Get him his own signature. Go from there.
Hmm.
Even if it's trash. Well, not if it's trash, but if it's trash, at least you get something out there
As
into the
long
world.
even if it's trash, bro, if it's trash but it looks like they tried,
Mm-hmm.
I'm cool with that. But like, for example, this is what I mean by that. Give us a shoe that doesn't look like anything you've done before.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it may not have been executed right, but it shows us that you're looking outside your box.
Yeah.
Compared to when you gave us that rude Puma
Mm-hmm.
with Kyle Kuzma,
Mm-hmm.
we were like, well, this shoe looks like something you've done 100 times.
And it
It
doesn't look
looks
like it didn't look like a basketball shoe.
it looks like it belongs on a maple wood hardwood floor that serves as a runway show,
Yeah.
for a basketball game where the basketballs are made out of like, genuine leather or something. Like, and that's what it looked like. It looked like just out of place.
Yeah.
So that was just already automatically an L. And like there was nothing really done, so it was an L and it looked recycled.
Mm.
But if you take an L on something that's completely new, at least the consumer can see that you're trying.
Yeah.
And that's what we need from Puma. That's all we need.
Okay.
We need some
I just
effort
realized I didn't get my picks.
on
I'm
your
sorry.
players.
Yeah.
Do your
So
thing.
sorry. So my sneaker NBA champion,
Yeah.
signature shoe.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with you as well. I believe is Kyrie. From what we've seen, Kyrie has proven that he can put out some really dope colorways for his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he he put out some solid colorways to start off with his latest shoe. I
Yeah.
will say, I they a lot. Some of them fell short, but for the most part, they're solid. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too like wow. Oh my gosh. Yet,
Mm-hmm.
but we know that he's capable of it. We've
Yeah.
seen it. We've seen the SpongeBob collab. We've seen the even the
Which I forget about, bro.
yeah,
I forget that happened, and now they're pretty expensive.
yeah. Hey, shout out to Jeremy because Jeremy he spent like what 2 weeks trying to get every single one for him and Liv.
Yeah, well now I'm glad that he did. I'm sure he's glad he did because
Yeah.
they're all like fluctuating in price, but they're all
hmm
going this way.
hmm So
Mm.
and then like I don't know if the what was the name for it? The what the I call them the what the curries. But look at your face though when you did it.
Because
So much concentration.
I was here, bro. But I just
So focused.
yeah,
I like it. I
yeah,
like it. I like it.
I wanted
I
that one
like
to,
it.
you know.
I like it.
I
Um,
wanted
but
um
you have Kyrie with these really dope drops. The what those were
bro, his
beautiful.
hybrids, like
Yeah,
everything is just going really working well out of that camp.
yeah,
Um his hybrids, his signatures. He has two hybrids now, right?
yeah.
Um, what? This guy has a signature shoe made of his signature shoes.
hmm
Like, it's just
It's
crazy.
dope. It's dope.
Yeah, I love it.
So I'm going to pick Kyrie as my my early preseason
Hmm.
prediction as NBA champion, sneaker champion.
We get some Brooklyn Nets colorways, bro.
Ooh, I know he's gonna kill those. I know
Mm.
he's gonna kill them.
Mhm.
My Cinderella pick, my sleeper pick, I'm going to go with Giannis. So
Damn, Zoom Freak 3.
Zoom Freak 3, yes. So I know that Giannis has, he came out the gates hot. Came out the gates really hot with the one. The twos, eh.
I like the two though more and more.
It's a really good looking shoe.
Yeah,
It's just he does a lot of plain ass colorways with it
yeah,
that he could do a lot more with.
yeah. Giannis is definitely the overlooked Nike athlete right now.
Yeah. I think as much as like on the court and like in the NBA, he's a very people know, but I think it still comes to that same thing. He's in a low market team.
Hmm.
He's what 2-time MVP,
Yeah,
2-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year.
is he 2 time? Hold up.
He won it twice, right?
I hope not,
I
because
think he did.
he don't deserve it.
Yeah, I think he did because everybody was talking about that LeBron should have been MVP. That's what it was. So I think with Giannis, he has
Yeah, Giannis. LeBron came in second that both years that Giannis won, I think.
okay. So I think
Oh
like
yeah, he won them consecutively.
in the NBA, he is he has the accolades. He's missing the championship, of course, but
Hmm.
and I think this is just kind of his career, and I think it plays into his sneakers as well. He is a very underrated player that surprises you. His shoes, very underrated when they first were announced. Surprised us with the great colorways that come into Americas, like all those different colorways, and like the grease
He
colorways, like
did.
those are
He
really great.
didn't. He didn't have none of those like signature colorways for the two, right?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now.
He did the. I remember we talked about the green and white ones that you didn't like the little greenish, like with the different color greens on it. It was weird. It was a weird looking one.
Yeah, I don't recall that one, bro.
But yeah. So he comes out with them. They like the two comes out. The two like I get it. It was a weird season as well. So
Hmm.
of course but I think this season, if Nike is putting new shoes out this year, I think that Giannis could kill it with his third shoe. And if he comes out with some really dope colorways like he did with his first shoe, I think
Yeah.
open like I will say to you, Giannis, open the book. Like whatever you're thinking, do it. Like if Kyrie can do it, and Kyrie's coming out with great shoes and great colorways, and
Uh
LeBron is
huh.
coming out with great colorways like that,
Uh huh.
just just throw anything at the wall, and I'm pretty sure it could be really good. Like Nike's been really good with placement when it comes to like different colorways on their shoes, especially
Since
signature shoes.
since we both have at least a pick, and I'll let you go.
Yeah, you're good.
I'll let you go to or is your sleeper pick the same thing as a player who doesn't have a signature?
Nah,
All right, okay.
nah.
All right, so
Most
while
improved. I call it like most improved.
while we're on signatures, what about players like Steph Curry, who
Mm.
neither of us mentioned?
Yeah.
Uh, neither of us mentioned. Not that it matters, but like Klay Thompson,
Mm-hmm.
Kawhi Leonard at
Mm-hmm.
New Balance,
Yeah.
um, Russell Westbrook. Uh, they've been getting slightly better. I
Yeah.
think. I think if I'm gonna pick a sleeper, I'm gonna pick Russell Westbrook. Um, his shoes literally look tailored and crafted for basketball.
Yeah.
Like
They
I
do.
feel like he's the only one that has like a performance oriented shoe all the way through.
Because I also
Um,
don't think he could do any of the stuff that he does on the court if he didn't have a shoe like that.
yeah, like
He would have hurt himself by now.
yeah. And I'm looking at this list, and I mean, I guess we have Chris Paul, who did unveil his 13
Yeah.
for media day, and I
He
like
did. He did the. He did the. He did the HBCU colorways, or
his
HBCU like
his
inspired.
his Nike sign starts on the outside and it
Mm,
curves like
mm,
all the way around, and I don't really remember how it ends on the inside,
mm.
but I think that was a cool little feature.
Okay.
And we touched on Paul George. We both
Yeah.
didn't really have anything there. I think that's kind of it that I can really see from this little list right here.
I will say Dame's holiday shoe, his sevens, look
Hmm.
really nice. They're like white and gold.
I don't think I've seen them yet.
Pull that for you.
For Derrick Rose this year, he finally got like a shoe that looks like a shoe, right?
Yeah.
They didn't give him those orthos this year.
No, yeah, it looks like it. It looks. It honestly looks back like to like his like first like three shoes. Like it, like the design wise, it looks really good.
Yeah.
Um, these are the Dame Ric Flairs.
Wow, bro. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling about this shoe.
It looks. I
I
like it.
don't. I think what I'm not liking with these signature shoes is that they're putting out canvases that are too blank.
Mm,
They're putting out some shoes with uppers that have no other panel. You know what I mean?
mm.
Like that Dame. Same thing with like the
So
Paul George. Same thing with
so
the
this is
KD.
these are
D
Derrick
Wade's.
Rose's.
Do
Derrick
they
Rose.
have?
Yeah,
They have I mean, Derrick Rose. Sorry, they have Boost, right?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, about time.
And so like they look like like if you went back like 20 years to do
Yeah.
Adidas basketball shoes. Like they don't look they like it's nothing like oh my gosh about them, but they look like a basketball shoe again.
Yeah, I just want to say that USA Today should not be writing articles about shoes because they put Kyrie at number one,
Okay.
but they put Paul George number two.
Like signature shoes overall? Or
Yeah,
no, yeah, that's a no.
yeah.
That's a no.
And then number three, they put Damian Lillard.
What?
And number four, they have Giannis. This article was written May 27th, 2020, so earlier this year.
Even then that's like even at that point, still no.
At number five, they put Kawhi Leonard.
No.
Number six, they put KD.
No, oh, hell no.
Number seven, LeBron.
Wow.
Number eight, they put Spencer Dinwiddie.
So Dimly has his own shoe?
No, he doesn't. But they said considering that Spencer Dinwiddie's signature shoe is an independent effort and customized every single game he plays, the shoe is pretty impressive.
Are
I
these
guess.
are these opinion based off of
Oh,
colorways or
I think this is his own shoe, bro. It's called the Kairos.
the Kairos?
Yeah, K, the number eight, IRO. Oh, the Donovan Mitchell, they have him at 9, and then they have
Mm,
Westbrook at 10.
mm-mm.
And so it's his shoe, right? That's his shoe.
Designed by Spencer Dinwiddie.
There you go. Look at that. Independent as
Mm.
fuck. Stephon Marbury in this bitch.
Right, real shit. Yo, hold on.
Dinwiddie Cairo. Yeah, and it's put on by Project Dream.
Mm-hmm.
They look like some And One shoes, but
Yeah.
it's still kind of cool. Retails at 130. Yeah, they look like some very generic, um,
Mm-hmm.
off the websites, straight out of the manufacturing factories of China,
Hmm.
with absolutely no body lines to the shoe,
Mm-hmm.
no nothing. Please don't buy these, people. Performance reviews, I might have to watch that. I mean, at least they're not as expensive as motherfucking big baller brand, but still,
Well, shout out to him for doing this.
yeah.
I would
What a
definitely say
dandy.
since we have this now, I would definitely want to highlight and say shout him out and if because of the fact that we look back at like we had the conversation about like Stephon Marbury and like them making like
Yeah,
affordable shoes
yeah.
for kids like that. Definitely, big ups to him if if he's creating something like that's affordable for kids to be able to buy, especially basketball shoe wise. Like shout him out. Like that's big. I really like that. Um, yeah, I like that. That's dope. Um, no, yeah. So back to what you were saying about like my thing with like I don't know I don't like uh Kawhi's shoe. I
The
like
New
the Jolly
Balance one.
Ranch. Yeah, I like the Jolly Rancher colorway that they were trying to go for. Um, but it just something like this something about that shoe, like that shoe literally embodies his personality where it's just like eh, like nothing like there's a couple moments like oh okay. But after a while you're just like oh it's whatever. Like I don't see any like wowness to his shoe. Um, Steph Curry, on the other hand, is also another one that could like surprise us because his his eight his flow eight, that's what it's called. And so I guess he's on shoe number eight.
Is he? I thought
That
he was on. I
because
don't remember 7.
I don't remember me either, but it's called the flow
Hold
eight. So I'm assuming that that's his eighth shoe.
right here they have. Oh shit! Yeah, I guess this was the 7. The Curry 7. Um, I mean, then I thought that was the 6. So then, what does the 6 look like? I'm tripping out.
That
Yeah, but I
that's
guess he is on his 8 1.
Yeah. And so like even the initial color that they put out looks really good. The black upper with the like multicolor midsole. Like it looks
The
really good.
the Kyrie 7 and the Kyrie 8, bro, are literally identical. The Curry 6 and the Curry 7 are identical shoes, bro. Like I don't
Yeah.
I don't see the diff. Hold on. What's the difference, bro?
Maybe material?
I just I'm not seeing the difference in overall like shape. Oh, okay. It's because the picture that see USA Today, you ain't shit.
Mm.
So they
Get your
called
shit
it,
together, USA
yeah,
Today.
they call it the Curry 7, but that's a picture of the 6s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's
Mm.
why. That's why, because the 7s look like this.
Mm.
It's a whole
Okay.
different shoe. You see
Yeah.
that? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. Cool.
USA Today, get your shit together.
The Curry 7, I'm not. I mean, the Curry 7, I'm not mad at, and the Curry 8. I mean, the Curry 8, the
It looks good.
the Curry 8 honestly doesn't even look like a hoop shoe to me.
No?
It looks like a casual like runner.
Okay, I can see that, yeah.
It's because it has that big foamy
Yeah,
bottom.
I can see
And
that.
hold up, let me. You
It
can't
looks
really
like
see the bottom.
it's like
Yeah,
early.
yeah, it looks like it's just it just really just looks like a casual runner, bro. Like on some Pilates stuff, bro.
Mm.
I'm about to go get my walk in real quick. Get some steps in. Do these come with a pedometer, bro? Like, I don't, it's just yeah. That's can you kind of see that damn white sauce? Still, whatever. I give up.
Yeah, but it looks. I like the shoe itself. Like I like the colorway, and like knowing Curry, like he's gonna kill it with a couple colorways.
No, for
Um,
sure.
I but I still want to have faith in Giannis to kind of come out the bottom of Nike's
Come out the
basement.
bottom.
Yeah, and give us a dope.
Give us a heater.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll shout Reggie. Um, but yeah, so uh, what was I gonna say? What was it? What was I gonna say? But yeah, Curry, I think could surprise us. Maybe
Yeah.
because I kind of like this. We're gonna do a mid-season prediction once we
Okay.
get through. Maybe like All Star Weekend, maybe
Yeah.
what All Star Weekend looks like and what is released, what is probably coming to release. And then we'll do that. Maybe Curry surprised me, maybe. So far, I like the shoe. The honest shoes I like a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I also am like very eager to see what the threes look like. See if he's going to
Okay.
keep the low top. For some reason, I have a feeling like he's going to go high.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I feel like he's going to go high, and I'm kind of freaked out about that a little bit.
I would like to
I,
just see.
I feel like he's going to do the Kevin Durant thing.
Yeah, I mean, his shoes just look like point guard shoes, bro.
Yeah,
And I don't understand how he's okay with that, or if I don't know, man. I just feel like big players, would play better with like better Air Max units that just keep them elevated. I
yeah.
guess better.
Who I think Kevin and that's weird. That's a very low bar to set, but I think Kevin Durant did the best when it came to being like a. But I also think because of the fact that it's so like I don't say rare, but like now it's starting to become a thing. But like it's so rare to find a player that is that size that can do that
Doesn't
much stuff
yeah.
and not be a LeBron James build kind of
Well,
thing.
yeah, bro. KD is just lanky. Like,
Yeah,
his frame doesn't require a shoe that is keeping up. This big old
yeah,
200 and something pound forward. Like that guy's like what 210 pounds. Like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just. I'm curious to see what his weight is now.
And so I think like with LeBron, it was you had to get
Oh,
in the lab and make something.
he KD's 240,
240. Oh, okay.
240, but he's 6'10.
Yeah. So
God,
I think for him, like you would probably sit there and be like, okay, well, you have LeBron James. You had to create something that was built for him
yeah. I mean,
because
yeah.
of like how he was built.
Hmm.
But if you look at like KD, it was so rare.
Hmm.
Then I like they were like, well, we could just kind of put him in, a a low top shoe and he'll be fine, really. Like he's
Hmm.
it's not like he's gonna be trying to bang down there in the paint or anything like that. Um, and then I think now Nike has to transition because they figured LeBron out. They figured out that those players that are that size that can handle the ball and all those different things. Now they have to figure out because a lot of college kids are coming out and they're 6'9" that can handle the ball but also be really good in the paint. They need to figure that out and figure okay, how do we build a shoe that looks good with a Kevin Durant or on a
Hmm.
Giannis or shit, damn near half the players that came off the draft this year. Honestly, I wonder. Hopefully, in the future, I wonder what that three is gonna look like. I have a strong feeling it's gonna be a high top. Don't know why. I feel like Nike does that. Like Nike does like a drastic design change
Hmm.
once they get to like number three. Like once they figured out, okay, we're gonna do more kind of thing. Um, so yeah. And then especially with him, winning MVP twice, like I think they're kind of invested. Like, okay, we know that he's going to be our guy for the long run. So
Mm-hmm.
let's do that. Um, get to my dang, we did that. That was a long. But anyways,
There's a lot of shoes to talk about, bro.
yeah.
It's a good conversation, actually.
Exactly. And so that's why I kind of want to do this more often because it's kind of I actually kind of like this, especially once we get into the year and the flow of the year. We'll
Mm-hmm.
see exactly the path that a lot of these players are taking with their shoes. So it'd be kind of cool to talk about. My my most improved player, I'm gonna go with Bradley Beal.
For signature line or
For
just shoes in
non-signature,
general?
for non-signature line, yeah, but just shoes
Okay.
in general. I'm gonna go Bradley Beal. The only Luca was a close second as well,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm gonna go Bradley Beal just because Bradley Beal just got to Jordan, and the one thing I do notice is when players move over to Jordan brand because that catalog is now open to them, they kind of they just kind of go crazy with the recommendations for shoes,
Mm-hmm.
like colorway wise.
Yeah.
Um, and I think that Bradley Beal, especially in a year that is kind of like, well, let's see what you can do kind of thing, especially now that he has Russell Westbrook on the team, and it's kind of like their team is like kind of like in a limbo state of like, where is he going? Is he going to ever
Mm-hmm.
leave Washington? Is Westbrook going to help Washington in any way? I think that he's gonna come out with some fire. The way he's talking now with the season, he seems like he's very confident. He likes Russell Westbrook, so I think he's gonna come out with some dope colorways. We might even see him come out with some of Russell Westbrook shoes. Just out
He
of that,
would. They're teammates. Why
yeah,
not?
Russell drop a couple off in his locker, like, hey, welcome to the team, kind of thing. But I could see him doing a couple, dope shoes over the year that kind of surprises, like a Chris Paul kind of thing. Where Chris Paul in the off season, when he comes out with his 11s or his
Mm-hmm.
threes, it's like, oh shit, we need those.
There
I
goes
think,
Chris Paul,
yeah,
flexing that Jordan,
exactly.
catalog.
I think that maybe Bradley Beal does that during the season, which I would really appreciate. I really want to see somebody really like flex that catalog during the season
Yeah,
and not
yeah.
just the
There's
off season.
there's definitely no real Jordan Brand athlete that uses that catalog, but at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, there isn't. I don't know if it's like an overall performance, like they
Mm-hmm.
just don't want to play in retros.
Is it Montrez that plays in Jordans? Which
Yeah.
is
Also, Andre Drummond plays in Jordans too.
Yeah, I knew it was somebody that played for
Yeah,
Detroit. There was somebody, yeah, there
yeah,
was a couple people in Detroit that like
yeah.
really,
They play in Jordans.
he plays in 11s, right?
He plays in everything, bro.
Oh, he
I've
does.
seen
Oh,
him
okay,
play in tens, 11s,
okay.
fives. So did Langston Galloway, but he's no longer with Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's in Phoenix now
Oh, okay.
because he wore the OVO 16s to media day.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like that.
so yeah, I
Well,
know
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah. So let's review our picks. You have Kyrie as preseason championship.
Mhm.
Pre, pre what preseason championship pick is Kyrie.
Mhm.
Your Cinderella story sleeper pick is
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler with Lai Ling.
Yeah.
And then
My non-signature
your
line is gonna
non-signature
be
line,
is Luca.
Luca, with Jordan Brand. Okay.
Yeah.
With me, my preseason championship pick is Kyrie.
Mhm.
My sleeper pick Cinderella story is Giannis
Yeah.
with Nike, and my I guess I want to find a name for it, like unsung hero maybe. I don't know if that fits. But my non-signature line athlete, I will say, is going to be Bradley Beal with Jordan Brand. Shout
Okay.
out to Bradley Beal for Jordan Brand as well, though. Just
Bradley Beal.
yeah, just shout him out anyway.
Bradley. I was thinking about him the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Like just the Washington Wizards in general.
Mm-hmm.
They're a really small market
Yeah.
for being Washington.
Mm-hmm.
and Bradley Beal really doesn't make the All-Star game. Like he really he really doesn't make the All-Star game.
that it sucks when you look when you like in a market where you have John Wall, who was kind of like always that is their post that was their poster child, even in injury is their
Yeah.
poster child. And Bradley, and I think now and then like now you have Russell Westbrook, who is such a dominant force in the
Hmm.
media. Bradley Beal doesn't really get a chance to kind of be
Yeah,
the
like
guy.
he doesn't really make it to anyone's conversation. Um and like even my conversations about basketball or anything like that, I don't ever really think about Bradley Beal. And damn, that dude's a fucking baller, bro. Like I don't know. I just feel like his skill sets go very under the radar and unappreciated.
I th- I think it's a Jimmy Butler effect kind of thing. Like I think he just needs to get into the right situation, and it will show how good he really is. Because I've always championed Jimmy Butler because he was drafted by
Yeah.
the Bulls.
Jimmy Butler is
We
always
built him
buckets to
to
me,
what
bro.
he is. Thank you
Nah.
very much. We built.
Nah.
Shout out to Tom Thibodeau for putting him where he needed to be, developing that shot. Now he is what he is. He's taking Miami to he took Miami to the finals.
Yeah. He
He went
balled out.
so, but I think it's the same thing with Bradley. But I think he just needs to be put in the right situation where he kind of gets that ability to shine as a
Mm-hmm.
leader and
Mm-hmm.
be like say if you took him and put him in Sacramento.
Mm-hmm.
And not saying Sacramento is like a good team in any sorts, but take his skill sets, put him in Sacramento, and I think that team as a whole develops way better.
Wasn't he was already in Sacramento?
He
No, he
was.
wasn't. I'm thinking about something else.
Oh,
Sorry.
I was about
I
to say,
because
when that happened.
as you were saying that, I was thinking about when you said Sacramento, I started thinking about Hassan Whiteside
Oh, okay.
because he just went back to Sacramento.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, I liked him
That's
in
what I'm.
Portland.
Bro, why is he going to Sacramento? Like,
Follow the money.
but why, bro? Like, you're just gonna be
Follow the money.
sad there.
You're just gonna be sad in Northern California.
You're not gonna go
Ain't nothing up there.
anywhere. Like, you're not going to the.
Yeah.
I mean,
I I will say, I think that if Bradley Beal goes to a like a a medium sized market, but a
mhm,
team that's rebuilding, I think
yeah.
that he could have the Jimmy Butler effect,
Man,
possibly.
go to Detroit.
Shit, come to Chicago.
Back to
Shit.
Chicago. Oh wait, never mind. We're not talking about Jimmy Butler. We're talking about Bradley Beal.
Oh.
I'm all
Nah,
over the
he
place
ain't
right
coming.
now,
He ain't coming
bro.
back to Chicago. He's done with Chicago.
Yeah, he's loving
Unfortunately,
Miami, bro.
yeah, he's living that Miami life.
Miami treating him like a king.
Yo, he is. But that's the thing. He took them to the finals. So
Hmm.
now he basically they're going to ride for Jimmy Butler to the wheels fall off.
Bro, he's
Pat
over
Riley
there.
is not gonna do anything to everything that Pat Riley does from now on is for the betterment of Jimmy
Bro, his whole wardrobe is probably nothing but Tommy Bahama tees, like,
Butler.
but unbuttoned. Like he got his porn stash is here to stay, dog. Like that
Yo, he
stash
dating
ain't going
everybody in the
anywhere.
game. Hey, there was a tweet of every rumor of like Jimmy Butler dating random chicks, and like the latest one is Selena Gomez. It's like
Bro, he just
Jimmy Butler's just out here living.
Jimmy Butler is literally deserves to be. He should have been in the '80s, bro, out there in Miami, but he's here and we loving
Yo,
it, bro.
If Jimmy Butler played in the '80s, I think Jimmy Butler would be on a lot of people's top 20 list of
Oh
like
yeah,
greatest players ever,
yeah.
kind of thing.
He with that persona, like
Yeah,
he definitely would have been bigger than life at some point.
his and even then, like in the '80s, that reputation that he has now would have been like they would have been like, "Yo, I want to play for Jimmy." Yo,
Yeah.
when you go to his team, you know that you're gonna get punched in the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You're there to compete.
There ain't no practices going on.
Yeah.
We in the club till 4 a.m.
We hit the club till 4 a.m. and then we go straight from the club, go to the gym, get 500 shots up, be
And
ready
then we
for game day at two
game day.
o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Man,
Nothing
that's
but pretty lights.
But yeah, so those are our picks. In the comments below, give us your picks. Give us your preseason NBA championship sneaker picks. Uh, also, your Cinderella story signature shoe pick, and your non-signature shoe athlete that you think will be a
And
surprise this season.
please, no one comment PJ Tucker.
No, yeah, PJ Tucker is disqualified because PJ Tucker just he's been doing it for so many years already, and
Bro,
yeah,
the other
at this
day,
point, it's just for the. It's just at this point, it's now just for him to get featured on a bunch of blogs every single week. So
the
nah, we're
other
not doing PJ
day,
Tucker.
the other day, and this is gonna take a quick little detour.
Go ahead.
But the other day, I was thinking about PJ Tucker and Offset, right?
Hmm.
You know, two of the biggest examples of celebrity, money, and pop culture.
Okay.
Um, and you know, PJ says that he dislikes, you know, the negative stigma of what he's doing, because he says that he's always been about shoes, that
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have money growing up, and same thing with
Mm-hmm.
Offset. You know, they preach the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and basically it's almost like a justification.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got all these shoes, but that's because I've always wanted them, and now I have money, and now I'm just gonna buy all of them, right?
Okay.
It was a very acceptable response. You know, most people hear that and they're like, okay, cool, bro, you're doing your thing, you got your paper up, go ahead and get whatever you wanted that you didn't have, that you couldn't get when you didn't have the paper.
Yeah.
Cool. And then I started thinking about it, like, am I really okay with that? Like, and I went into, like, I thought about it like this, man.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, okay, if something is of interest to you, right, that
Mm-hmm.
requires money, it's a hobby, you know, you want to buy stuff you can't.
Yeah.
In PJ's case, he was probably in the league for a couple seasons before he became this person who was buying shoes left and
Yeah.
right. Offset, same thing. He was probably a rapper for a couple seasons, well, in this case, years,
Yeah.
and before they gained notoriety under the public limelight that they're a sneakerhead.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought about it like, if these were really your hobbies and interests, that, you know, they were like something that really mattered to you as an
Mm-hmm.
individual, I would think that we would have known about Offset and PJ prior to them just coming up out of nowhere. I would feel like they would have more fans because they were adamant about liking shoes before they even had the shoes, but they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's kind of just tough for me. Like, well, if it was a real interest, you probably would have had some sort of following or some sort of like, yo, I really like shoes before it was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And now I feel like because this is a thing and they do have the money, they went from 0 to 100 overnight.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I went further into them explaining it and further into why I still don't buy what they're saying.
And I agree.
And it was
um,
just, I just
I
went in.
agree. I agree. You know, we've went through this before, and we've had this
Yeah,
conversation, and I agree because of the fact that for the same exact reason you do. Um, even I know people like we all know those people in our lives that couldn't afford shoes, but for some reason you knew, yo, you got to pay attention to what they're wearing, even without them having a bunch of money, all that stuff.
yeah.
And then as we get older, we start seeing the blossom of a lot of shoes coming
You know,
their
like
way.
Wale,
While
you or
Wale's like, yeah,
like Kid Cudi, you know,
mhm,
or even Drake, early
yeah,
Drake. Like, you just saw these things on their feet, and even though they didn't talk about it, you knew that for them to have that, there needs to be a certain type of interest behind that
because
shoe.
even because there was a point where like what does Nice Kicks do, the sneaker week thing where they pick like
Yeah,
the five.
yeah.
Peter Tucker was never on those. Was never. on any of those. What, maybe I want to say 4 years ago, 5 years
Mm-hmm.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I don't know how long Peter Tucker's been in the league, so I don't really necessarily know how long he's been that guy.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember Fab. There was two people on those weekly on Nice Kicks that did that. I don't know if it's Nice Kicks or Kicks on Fire. I apologize if anybody from them are watching this and have an issue with it. But Fabulous and Wale were the only people that were every single week were on there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Damn, Fabulous did get a lot of like shout outs
mm,
for kicks
mm-hmm,
in these articles. Now I think about it, looking back,
yeah,
yeah, he'd be on there.
Fabulous, Fat Joe was a couple times, but that was like when he would like pop out randomly and like do shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, Drake was usually on there. Kanye was always on there, but like the staples were Wale, Fabulous for sure. Like for facts, you were gonna get one of them on the list, if not
Mm-hmm.
both of them on the list every week.
Mm-hmm.
P. Tucker was ever on that list. Offset, again, I don't know how long Offset's been rapping, but from the most part, that like I'm pretty sure if you had some sort of celebrity to you at any point in that time, if you show up at a concert or post something, people are gonna see it and they're gonna post it, and because
Yeah.
there was a lot of stuff they put on there from paparazzi photos
Yeah,
of
yeah,
people wearing
yeah.
it.
There
So it's
wasn't
like it
even.
wasn't like they weren't seeing it. So it's like there's absolutely no way that PHL can go this long up until what, a year, 2 years ago, and not be mentioned.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, bro, if you become a rapper or whatever the case may be, and you were into shoes, and you are coming out and saying that you were into them or at
Mm-hmm,
least aware of them, but you never bought them because you couldn't afford them. I'm thinking like, bro, the first thing I'm doing is buying some type of shoe,
mm-hmm.
even if it's just like a GR or something. Like
Yeah.
I'm already going that route. And I mean, I try to think like in that position. Okay, you get some cash, you got a following, brands are coming to you now as opposed
Mm-hmm,
to. So I mean, I can see like why you get money and all of a sudden you're just designer.
mm-hmm,
You're just designer. And that can take away from like wanting to go buy a 15-year-old shoe that you used to like when you didn't have money. I don't know. I'm just I don't buy it.
and
uh, like
so
the Offset video with Cardi B, right, that she
mm,
put on Instagram where she says that he has 3,000 shoes or whatever, right?
I hate that video.
I'm just like, okay, like and I don't know, man. People probably listen to us and people are like, man, these guys are like ultra level 100 gatekeepers who
Mm-hmm,
don't like when other people are on or whatever. Like that's not at all the case. But like literally there this what we're talking about right now
mm-hmm,
wouldn't be possible 10 years ago. Like people wouldn't give a fuck about listening to other people talk about shoes.
mm-hmm,
Shoes was really a subculture. It was literally like the most maximum of subcultures
mm-hmm,
before hitting mainstream. And now it's like the most mainstream thing of mainstream things. So
mm-hmm,
it's just we as people who were in it before have a tough time assimilating to how accepted it is and how influential it is. And it's weird. People are fans of things would love for their things to blow up,
mm-hmm.
but this one is just I still have what do you call it, I still have battles
Yeah.
within myself of like, when will I win? Why am I doing this? Why am I paying this much money for shoes? Why are people that don't even like shoes winning these over me? Like all day, every day. I hate this,
So I did a little looking up. So Peter Tucker came into the league in 2006.
bro. That's 14 years ago.
Peter Tucker came into the league 2006, drafted by the Raptors.
Okay,
Um,
2006, bro. That's the
that's a
year after
long ass time.
LeBron.
That's a long ass time.
2 years
Um,
after LeBron.
And so I was looking up pictures of PJ Tucker because I was just trying to see, if I could find pictures of like what PJ Tucker was wearing,
Hmm.
early years, stuff like that.
You better not show me PJ no fucking Converse, bro. I'm gonna be upset.
So PJ Tucker, I did find a picture of PJ Tucker when he was at Texas,
Okay.
his college. He did play in the Cement Threes.
Okay. All right, young PJ.
So he was playing in Cement Threes in Texas. Um, and then I think when people started noticing PJ Tucker, like what he was wearing, I think it was when he was playing with the Suns. And the Suns was kind of like when he, people started realizing like, oh, what is PJ wearing? Because remember, this is around a time where Nate Robinson was doing the same thing. Nate
Oh,
Robinson
you're
was coming onto
right.
the court
Nate Robinson was
wearing
killing PJ, bro.
the Red Octobers,
Yeah, he was wearing the DBs.
yeah, he
He
was
was
he was
wearing
rocking a lot.
bins.
And
Yeah.
so that was the one thing I knew about Nate Robinson. Nate Robinson
Hmm.
always had some crazy shoes that he would try to wear on court. Nick Young did the same thing, kind of followed after. And then I think PJ Tucker followed after that, or probably in the same, time frame. But I think now that I think about it, so PJ Tucker, it seems like
So was he just under someone else's limelight? Someone just overshadowed him this whole time?
that's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That is my prediction of this.
Okay.
So
Okay.
this is with looking back, just looking at certain shoes. There was some he was wearing some basic shoes in Phoenix as well,
Hmm.
but he also had some very bright moments in Phoenix with shoes. Um,
Okay.
I will. The one thing I'm going to I don't want to discount it, but I will discount it is college because college is the one place that we know a lot of kids get a lot of their shoes and they'll wear, especially if they had the freedom. At that
Yeah.
time, around that time, college kids could wear pretty much whatever they wanted. Like if you were at a Nike school or
Hmm.
Adidas school, you pretty much could
Hmm.
wear whatever you want. Like they had the team shoes and all that, but a lot of times, Nike and all of them were sending shoes from releases to those players, and
Yeah.
so they were getting dope releases. So of course, if a kid wanted to, he could wear,
Holy
some
crap.
cement threes during the game and it
Yeah.
just be its own little thing. So I'm gonna kind of discount college.
Okay.
I'll discount college a little bit. But in the NBA, I think the issue, like you said, I think it was he was being overshadowed by other players that were doing the same thing. Nate Robinson being one of them. Um, I don't know exactly when Nick Young started doing like the crazy shoes during the
The
game thing.
swaggy P era.
The Swaggy P. I don't necessarily know how far that started until the Swaggy P moniker became its own
I,
thing.
I think Swaggy P was like what? Because Kobe was still playing
Yeah,
RIP one time.
yeah,
So what is that? 14,
yeah.
15,
14, 15.
13, 13 or 15 maybe at most.
When did D'Angelo Russell get drafted by the Lakers? What was that 4 years ago?
Yeah, sounds about right. Because he's like, yeah, sounds about right. D-Lo. He was drafted in 2015.
Okay. And then when did Nick Young get to the Lakers?
Should be that year. Nick Young. Oh yeah, see, Nick Young joined the Lakers in 13.
Okay, so it's like so 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay, so at that time because I think at that point we had Nate Robinson on the team, if I'm not mistaken.
Damn, bro. I kind of forget about Nick Young's like overall basketball journey.
Hmm.
I forget he was a USC. Like he's an LA kid. What the fuck?
Nate
Nick
Robinson
Young.
was drafted in 2005, so he came in the year before PJ Tucker.
Okay. I'm over here watching. Hopefully my job don't hear this, but I have a training going on my phone for my job. It was due today.
So I know that. So yeah. So Nate Robinson, because Nate Robinson was doing the shoot thing in New York. I remember that's
Yeah,
kind of when it was
that's
kind
when
of
he
like.
had those crypto Nates.
hmm And so, and then I know for a fact when he came to Chicago, he was
He
he
was
was doing
yeah,
like Red Octobers and he was doing all that stuff.
yeah.
So I will say that if that's the case, then yeah, PJ Tucker was probably just getting overshadowed
Okay.
because of the fact that at that point Nate Robinson and Nick Young were really good, and
Yeah,
they made a lot of splash plays happen. I would say I wouldn't say like really good, but they
yeah.
were they were they were decent. Like Nick Young was a really good player to me.
All of them are kind of within the same boat
Yeah,
in
they were
terms
a
of
tool player.
yeah.
They were all tool players.
I feel like maybe Nate Robinson would have been the best out of the three,
Mm-hmm.
but they're all still, within that same supportive role.
Nate Robinson put the Chicago Bulls on his back in the playoffs. Just gonna say that he almost broke Michael Jordan's record for most points scored in a playoff game. But just saying.
That's why I said he's the best out of the three, bro.
But yeah,
Jeez,
I
what more do
think
you want, bro? What
I
more do
want
you
you to
want?
say that Nate. Well, not after he got knocked out. I kind of don't want him back in Chicago. We don't need you embarrassing us like that. Um, but I will say that yeah, I think it's probably now looking back at it. I think it was just PJ Tucker was overshadowed because at that point PJ Tucker wasn't like he definitely wasn't better out of the three at around that time,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe yeah, he was just getting overshadowed.
I guess.
Maybe he just wasn't getting his shine yet, like us.
I guess, bro.
Just
I guess. Still
I'm
not a
trying.
fan.
I'm just trying to play devil's advocate for
I'm just not a
PJ
fan of the
Tucker.
man, bro. Like I'm just not. I'm just
Offset, you don't get no pass. I'm sorry, I'm not rocking with that. You have millions of dollars to be able
from the jump.
to be able to buy whatever shoes you wanted. So of course you're gonna have everything. You are friends with celebrities that are getting these shoe deals. You're friends with Travis Scott, so of course you're gonna have his friends and family sixties.
Man, I need those. I need anything.
Beautiful.
I need it all.
One day we're gonna be friends with Travis Scott.
Well, I believe so, bro.
One day. One
You
day we're gonna be
know,
able to be like, hey,
I
he gonna
gotta
send the unlaced care package to us. Like, yeah.
I got a question for the end of the round, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Go. We're done.
I
We're done
might
with
I
that
might
segment. Yeah.
I might have to move my car in like 20 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
you want to move it now?
Uh
Do it
now
now.
we could no, I'll ask this question.
Go ahead.
And I feel like this is a good question. Hold on, let me sit up because I'm gonna ask you to cut this one out, bro. Can't have can't have people looking at my thighs, like sheesh.
I'm telling you,
What them thighs do.
Gabe, you secretly be trying to set the mood for the ladies.
Hey, bro,
You
it's
be trying to let
because
them know. I get it.
we get into these talks in an hour in. I gotta do some stretching.
You know,
Gotta do sometimes on screen you might see a little floop.
a little
Um,
fluke.
yeah, me kicking my legs up. You see a
Hmm.
whole lot of thunder thigh. Okay, so I have a question that kind of just came to mind this morning,
Yeah.
last night ish.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't think, and none of us saw it coming.
Mm.
No one saw the Travis Scott one becoming what it is today.
Okay.
A lot of it has to do with the overall impact of the sneaker game,
Mm.
the overall trajectory of the sneaker game,
Mm.
and the fact that it's a Jordan 1.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variables that go into it, but nonetheless, that shoe went from, even just this year,
Mm.
earlier this year was like $700, like at the top of the year, and now it's almost $2,000.
Mm.
I had me thinking, like, will we have another? Yeah, I know, Mom. I'm gonna move my car in a bit. Um, we had the
1,700 for 10 and a half.
oh yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, mm-hmm. it's tough, bro. So, given that success happened,
Mm-hmm.
do you see? Do you feel like the J Balvin one will reach that stature?
Mm.
Because J Balvin is equally as big.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we may not feel it here,
Mm-hmm.
but globally, he's equally as big.
Mm-hmm.
He's rocking their Jordan 1 collab.
Mm-hmm. Very
And
unique one by that at that point. Very unique.
yeah, so like I just looked at the shoe like, will it reach that level? I feel like it can, but will it?
So right now, and I'm just just doing this to have a point. It's at 500 right now
Yeah,
on
roughly about
StockX.
$500. Yeah.
So I think, I honestly think yes. And the only way I think that that happens though is
Blow it
if
up.
he drops another shoe, whether it be another one
Mm-hmm.
or a completely different silhouette from
I
Jordan.
can see that. Yeah, of course, it'll help boost the overall the first one because now you've moved on. Now you're like at 2, maybe even 3.
How many
Now
how many years do you think it will reach Travis Scott? Will it
that's
take
what
to
I'm
reach
saying. Because
if he doesn't do, like, say he doesn't do another shoe? How many years do you think it takes to get reach Travis Scott? Like the
Travis
to
Scott
travel
took
one.
Travis Scott took 2 years roughly.
Okay,
Um, I don't think it's gonna take that long for
you don't think
the
so?
uh
I would
um
say if he doesn't drop another shoe, I would say maybe, yeah, I would say maybe in the same time frame, maybe a year and a half, maybe.
yeah.
I would say only, I would probably say a little bit sooner just because how unique the shoe is.
Okay.
Um, I could see it being something that reaches the Travis Scott one level. If he drops another shoe, I could within by the end of 2021,
Mm-hmm.
and only if it's at the level of what this one was, like just creativity wise, like material wise, look wise, all that. If it's created the same in the same kind of way,
Mm-hmm.
I could see it happening sooner. But if you're just talking culturally, like how a shoe, mm-hmm,
Hey,
mm-hmm.
hey, hey, hey,
So
hey,
for the audio listeners,
hey,
Gabe
hey,
has
hey,
displayed
hey, hey.
the J Balvin ones that
Yeah,
he
man.
so much wanted.
Yeah, I really wanted this shoe, bro.
Um,
Um, yeah.
I would say culturally wise, I think either way, no matter if we're taking off like a time frame, I think either way, I think it reaches the Travis Scott level because I think at a certain point we're gonna look back at that shoe and be like, yo, that shoe was crazy. That
Like,
is a dope shoe that was created, and I think a lot of people are gonna realize that as time goes on.
yeah, like I didn't really realize that we've been waiting for this shoe for over 2 years now.
Mm-hmm.
He wore it in the Super Bowl,
Super
but
Bowl,
that
yeah,
was the 2018 Super Bowl, bro.
yeah,
I didn't realize how much has been going into this shoe and things of that nature. And then yeah, I just thought about it like, wait a minute, could this be another one of those?
yeah,
I mean, if anyone, J Balvin, here we go.
yeah. I could see that culturally, like if you're speaking just culturally and just like for the culture itself, in the student community, I could
Hmm.
definitely see, regardless if he doesn't drop another shoe or whatever, that reaches that level because of the fact, I think, and I honestly think, Travis Scott is the moment right now, so of course, like all focus is gonna be on Travis right now, so you can't really like gauge it, but I
Hmm.
honestly think within like the next 5 years, people are gonna realize like, yo, the J Balvin one was a moment that really needs to be highlighted.
Yeah, I just yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm glad to have it. Yeah.
How'd you get it?
It's I actually bought it off of OfferUp.
Oh, okay.
So real quickly, because I'm gonna go move my car
Yeah,
after
do your thing.
this. Um and I hope eBay doesn't get upset at this
Well, actually, tell us
because
after. Move your car because I wanted. I was gonna say I wanted to ask after you moved your car.
all right, then I'll be
Because
back. I'll be
yeah,
back Unlaced podcast take 2.
can you hear me?
J Balvin, man. Yeah.
J Balvin.
You
Okay.
know, I was over here getting my J Balvin meal at McDonald's real quick, which I forget that he had
What?
that too.
Yeah, I
So
forgot to
like,
mention that because I wanted to talk about it too when it happened. And I
there's a lot of
forgot about it.
similarities there, bro, between the
Yeah.
two artists
You think they? You
and how
think
they're
they?
being
You think they passed each other in the hallway at Nike and was like, "Hey, wanna?
um
You
quite
should do it. You should
possibly,
do it
bro.
one."
Like, hey, you guys should sign that Hispanic guy, you know.
That Hispanic guy,
And J Balvin's like, hey, bro, I'm Colombian, bro. Get your shit together.
man.
Um, but yeah, jumping right back into that, they're
Yeah.
just two very similar situations,
Mm,
two very, I don't even know how to describe it, but two very like promotable, if that even is a word, like
mm,
images. Like they're two people, one already off top bigger than life, the other one, you know, is bigger than life too. It's just we're not in the States. It's a little bit
yeah.
different. But I don't know. I was thinking about that question. I would personally like to finally have a really big W
Mm,
in my sneaker wardrobe. So this J Balvin one is looking like the one right now.
okay.
It's looking like the one to carry my collection.
Oh yeah. Back to how you got it. So you got it
Oh
on
yeah, yeah,
offer
yeah,
up.
yeah. Real quick. So yeah, I hope eBay doesn't listen because I'm trying to work my way into eBay, bro. I really want to be an eBay partner.
Mm,
Because I mean, bro, like that's another fucking tangent that I had the other day in my head. Like, none of these people that are eBay partners ever put on and said, "Bro, go to eBay, bro, go to eBay, go." Never, never. I'm not even gonna name names, but one in particular who has been doing a lot of eBay partners lately. I'm looking at her like, bruh, you ain't never talked about eBay, and I've been following you forever.
how
You
do you how do
baloney.
you how do you become an eBay partner? Like, what does
I
it
don't.
entail?
They basically send you all the releases because eBay also does the releases as well.
Mm,
Um, Not all of them, but they like some of the major mass produced ones like the Bread Fours,
mm,
Bread 11s, Jubilee 11s, Pine Green ones. Like they've had their own GR releases as well.
mm,
Um, and I started by I joined their like eBay council.
mm,
So it's basically you just do a lot of reviews for them,
mm.
a lot of like blah blah blah. So I started doing that, um, and I'm just trying to get in there, bro, because I'm always talking positive about eBay.
Yeah.
Um, but anyways, so I bought the shoe on eBay, right?
Mm.
And
Offer up.
no, well, the first one.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah. So I bought one on eBay, and I bought it like the week that early release came out, but they weren't out yet.
Mm,
And I was okay. I'm just gonna buy these because eBay, and I would like to get away with a W. Blah blah blah.
mm.
The shoe ended at like 5 a.m. So I put a bid and I won them. I won the shoe for 590, right?
Okay.
And I was like, okay, seems kind of good, whatever. I did the math, and after everything, it came out to like 670, right?
Mm.
And I was like, oh hell no, like what?
Yeah.
Like that's no, dude. I'm okay. So then I started looking at StockX, and buying through StockX was like 640, right?
Mm.
Through taxes and everything. I was like, dog, if I'm just gonna pay this much, like I'd rather just buy it through StockX or something. Save me
Yeah.
at least like $30. And then I started looking like at OfferUp, and that's when the pairs started coming in from the release day,
Mm.
and people were like at 600, 590, and I was like, bro, I could save even more money just buying locally. So I offered some kid $500. I'm not gonna
Mm.
lie. Offered him 500. He countered me, and I countered him, and we set on a price. And then I go to pick up. Right, he lived by USC.
Mm.
I go to pick up. He sent me to Ted's Burgers on Normandy and some other street.
Shout
So
out to
people from
Tex
that,
Burgers.
yeah, people in that area may know what I'm talking about.
Mm.
Because it's literally a Ted's Burgers in the middle of like these neighborhoods. Like
Yeah.
it's yeah. So I pull up and I hit him up like, "Yo, I'm here. My bad, didn't hit you up. I was driving." He was like, "Cool, I'm on my way." He said I was like, "I'll be there in like in 5 minutes." All right, cool. I popped the trunk to my car. I'm sitting in the trunk, with the trunk open, just waiting for him. And I see this kid come up. They walk right to the parking lot. This kid, the guy, the boy, whatever, and I'm assuming his younger sister.
Mm.
She looked fairly young. She looked younger than him, younger, uh, young enough to not look like his girlfriend.
Mm.
Um, and she had a plastic trash bag, right? And then she had the shoes in there because they walked to me. I guess they lived in that area.
Mm.
They walked to me, and I'm like, damn, these kids was rattled, bro. They wasn't trying to get,
Mm.
yeah, they ain't not trying to get ran up on. Like,
Yeah.
damn, they knew what they were doing.
Hey, shout out to the kids though. Hey, make sure when you guys do these meetups, yeah, have somebody with you just in case, because people are weird for especially shoes of this like caliber.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They definitely knew that they were doing a bigger transaction than normal.
yeah,
In a public space, one wrong move and one ill person could
yeah,
really just
exactly,
make the
yeah.
whole thing odd. Um, but yeah, they come up to me, super friendly people. I was like, "Yo, here's the cash." She starts opening the bag. Here's the shoes, and I started checking them out. I did my thing, like, um, you know,
Yeah, got 'em, yeah.
box tags,
Mm-hmm.
something else. This little price tag on the Jordan
Mm-hmm.
1 on the fake, it's either not there or it's completely glued on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just a lot of little things, So I started doing my things, doing my check, the smell test. The smell test is actually still a thing now, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the smell test. There's some fugazes out there that
Mm.
just they ain't got
It's,
the smell.
yeah.
Yeah, so the smell test still does the thing. Um, and then he gave me the receipt. He actually forwarded me the confirmation email too.
Mm.
He sent me everything. He showed me the sneakers. I pulled it up. He was like, "Look, bro, I won." He was, yeah, cool
Yeah.
guy. But it just like it rattled me because they really came in a trash bag. Like they really were trying to avoid anything
Yeah.
like
Anything
that.
bad happening? Yeah.
And then as I'm walking to my car, we do the exchange, happy people. He's like, "Bro, please give me a positive rating on OfferUp." I'm like, "Oh, I got you."
Yeah.
Um, as I'm walking to my car, this guy's leaving the parking lot. He's like, "Hey, are those the J Balvin's?" And I'm like, I turn around, I'm like, "Yeah, they are." And he pulls up. He's like, "Did you just buy them off that guy? Does he have more? Like, how much did you get them for?
Mm.
Can he get me this?" And I'm just like, "Bro, what,
Yeah. Yeah.
bro,
You're
what?"
asking way too
Yeah,
many questions right now.
yo, I was like, "Dude, I just bought them. That's all I know he had.
Mm.
Offer up, do your thing." But he was a cool cat. I walked up to him in his car. I opened the shoe, I showed it to him. I even gave one to him. Like, I was like, "Look, check it out, bro."
Mm.
And
Look,
I
look
was,
at look at Gabe, so
yeah,
trusting.
yeah, I know. I
Other,
thought
other,
about it,
other.
but I looked at my surrounding areas. There's no way he was gonna get out the parking lot. Like,
Mm.
there was red light. There was a bunch of
Yeah.
cars. Like, unless he's gonna run someone over, like he's not gonna take
Yeah.
off with just one shoe.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I started talking to him in Spanish because I could tell like he had like a little accent. And I was like, "Hold
Mm.
on, dog. Let me make it easier for us."
Yeah.
But it was cool. Like it was just crazy that guy knew what he was looking at, and I
Yeah.
don't know if that's because he was into shoes
Mm.
or he has kids that know who J Balvin is, and
Yeah.
J Balvin is on everyone's Christmas list.
Mm.
But yeah, it was a cool little story, cool little moment. One for the kids. They probably have a hella dope Christmas now.
Yeah. For sure.
Um, and then that guy just knowing what it was, not looking like a sneakerhead, he looked like a
Mm.
parent. So they gonna be on that Travis Scott level for sure. I
Yeah.
feel.
I think so too. I think at some point it's gonna reach there. But yeah, congrats on the J Balvin's for sure.
Thanks, bro. Broke a little
Um,
piggy bank, fucked up my Christmas budgeting, but
it was worth it in all in the end.
it is what it is,
Yeah.
man. It is what it
People gotta
is.
understand. Anybody that's getting a gift from Gabe has to understand. Yo, y'all knew what it was.
I mean, yeah.
Y'all knew what it was.
Y'all knew that if it was between y'all and J Balvin's, I'm picking the Balvin's.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh
sorry.
man. Well, yeah. So,
Talk to me
where we going to?
nice.
Where we going to? So let's get into our weekly our
Gas or
weekly
pass?
nah weekly
Oh,
weekly news. Yeah. Uh,
okay.
just a couple. So
Okay.
we'll get through these pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to get your opinion on the Air Jordan High Switch. Uh, there's a pair coming out later this month. I think next week, if I'm not mistaken, or the week
Really, they're
after.
dropping already?
Yeah,
I
there's
thought they
like
were. I thought they were all scheduled for next year.
no, there's a pair dropping this month. The gray and purple ones, like a lavenderish.
Really?
Yeah, with the yellow.
Oh, they got me fucked up, bro. Cause I'm a little broke, but I need them.
So
Like,
I
what
believe it
up?
was early this year, right? That the little video. I forgot what shoe had came out at that time, but somebody I forget his name. I wish I remember his name. I wish because I remember I sent it to you. I remember that the most part.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But a guy had posted a video of him basically unzipping his ones.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, not unzipping his ones. Was it unzipping his ones? Yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
unzipping them and basically turned them into lows. And it looked like an early mock-up of what they were going to be. And like I forgot what ones had dropped that week because I was like, it was either those were the
It
ones
was
that had,
probably one of the Zoom Air ones that dropped this
yeah,
year.
okay. And so it was one of, and so they had the video that came out and everybody was talking about it's like that. And so come to find out it was, it was I guess like an early mock-up of what was to come, which is
Damn, this shoe is
the
so
high
hard to me,
switch.
dog.
So the shoe itself unzips from the collar and you can basically take that collar off and turn it into a semi-low one. So just
Um,
wanted to get your thoughts
I
since
really
there
like the
are other than
shoe.
one.
I really like the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just interesting to me. I was looking at the gap between like it being a high and it being a low,
Mm-hmm.
and how there's extra space there, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, that's because of the zipper. So the
Mm-hmm.
zipper pushes everything up and pushes
Yeah.
everything down.
Yeah.
Um,
It's
so
not
now,
like it's not layered on top of the shoe. It's literally there's a space where the zipper is. So
yeah,
and then
yeah.
that's where.
So
So yeah.
when you look at it as a high top version, you can see the top of the shoe and the Nike swoosh are super far apart.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually kind of like it now that I really like keep looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
I like that because it just gives like another. It just makes it look like a another type of Jordan 1.
Yeah.
I like that the swoosh goes into that panel a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
because it got pushed down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really like the added mini swoosh on the
Mm-hmm.
front end. Um, and then just overall, the colors just seem to be working. Um, I like it. I definitely intend on buying a pair.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and rocking them as highs for the most part. I'm curious to see. I would like them to add some of the secondary laces as low top laces.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Oh, make them
Because
for the fact of the okay.
yeah, because you wear if you wear it as a high, I mean if you wear it as a low, it only comes with high top laces.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of excess. But other than that, I mean I like the shoe. I like the colorways. Um yeah, ain't no complaints from me. Ain't no
Okay.
complaints. Woo.
For me, I like it somewhat. They're doing a lot of light colors with them.
Mhm.
So they actually
Mhm.
have the yellow with the gray coming out next year, and then so this one is the gray with the like lavender color. So they have those. I want to see a little bit. I want to see a couple darker colors next year, and I want to see like how they look. I wonder if they're gonna stick with the zipper being a completely different color than what's on the upper. So instead of it either being lavender or
Yeah, yeah.
gray, it's yellow.
It
I
looks like
wonder
the
if they're
zipper complements whatever the tag color is.
yeah.
and shit like that.
So I wonder if they're ever going to switch that. No pun intended. But
Hey.
I wonder if they're going to change that out point. I wouldn't be mad at it, but I definitely want to see it in a couple darker colors, and
Mm-hmm.
possibly be have an opinion. But I really like the shit. Like it looks like the idea of it is really cool. Like I really like that. Do you have any other predictions on like market wise? What do you think it's going to do? Do you think this is something that is going to uh, make a drastic, not maybe not even a drastic change in the market?
No, I just think it'll just be another option,
Okay.
another subline, I guess, because they have other like ones that aren't just normal ones, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, I wonder when the Jordan 1 era will end for like all of these retros and all of these
Hmm.
new things, because they're also bringing back the KOs next year,
Yeah.
which
They had
I'm
early
excited
pictures.
for.
They showed early pictures of those over the weekend.
Yeah. So I mean that means we're gonna have Jordan 1s, Jordan lows, remastered 85s, switch highs,
Hmm.
um what else did I just mention right now? The KOs.
Yeah, KOs. Yeah.
We're gonna have a lot of Jordan 1s next year.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
Mhm. You thought
Um
2018 was crazy, or
yeah,
no,
like
2019
we're gonna
was a
have
lot of ones.
yeah, we're gonna have a lot next year, a lot of different variations. Um I mean, I'm for it. I just,
Yeah.
yeah, anything that looks nice, I'm down.
Gotta make more closet space.
Not only that, there's just shit in there I don't even wear anymore that I just gotta get rid of.
Thank you. I'm going
Yeah.
Christmas shopping in Gabe's closet.
Hey,
Ooh,
man,
ooh.
there's a few in there. I hate parting ways, but there's just shoes I don't wear, bro. Like, I don't even think I'm going to wear them. So just get rid of them. Fuck
Okay.
it.
Well, are you officially announcing that you want people to hit you up on offers?
I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna get rid of, so not yet. But yeah, there needs to
Hey,
be.
make sure you follow Gabe. Make sure you check his story out every day. You never know. Steel's
Yeah,
coming soon.
ain't no telling, bro.
Hey.
What'll be up there?
Um. So next topic. Let's get into. We talked about this last week with the Manila fours and the stores. You know, saying you have to wear them to be able to purchase all
Mhm.
this stuff. This past week, we got another video of the Nike varsity Mize or Maze. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
Oh, the maze, yeah, the maze
Maze,
yellows.
the Maze Dunks,
Yeah, yeah,
coming out, and a store had there was a video that came out of people walking out the store with them on, but
yeah,
very
yeah.
cautiously
Looking
walking.
like penguins, bro.
Yeah, they
Straight
didn't want to
up.
crease them or anything like that, and so I guess the the store had made a rule that you had to wear the shoes to be able to purchase them. I don't know if
Yeah,
you had to wear them out the store because that seemed very strange that they were out the store and they were walking so far
yeah.
before they took them off. It was like, why not? If you already purchased them, take them off,
Just
put them
take
in
them
the
off.
box.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. You're already outside,
like
bro.
you're not getting them back because I'm not going to let you give me my money back. So
Mm-hmm.
once you give me my receipt, I do whatever the hell I want with my shoe. Um,
Exactly.
but I want to get into conversation because I'm not a fan of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll start that off by saying I'm not a fan of the whole store determining how a shoe is sold if that's not how the retailer, or not the retailer, sorry, the brand wanted the shoe to be sold.
Mm-hmm.
If Nike sent them a memo saying, "Yo, when you sell these shoes, make sure that they wear them, out the store, blah 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 blah," then okay, then you can take that with Nike, Jordan, Adidas, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're the store making that rule, I don't like it. It seems very it there has to be something very deep seatedly wrong with you as a manager of a store to personally be like, yo, this is what I'm gonna make. I'm gonna make the customers of my store rock shoes outside of like for them to purchase, they have to put them on.
Mhm.
When maybe, and again, we said this. What was this when we first started doing the show? Because we had the same issue happen with a couple shoes. Well, with the not for resale shoes, and them having to do push-ups in them.
Yeah.
Not every shoe, not every person that buys a shoe, even if they're not planning to wear them at that moment, is not looking to resell them later.
Mhm. Mhm.
Some people just
Yeah.
do not want to wear them at that moment. There are, I still have not. I said I was gonna wear my Lucky Green 13s. I still haven't worn them.
Yeah.
Still, they're still sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of shoes that I have yet to put on, and I'm not like I want to wear, but just it just the mood never strikes for me to put them on. But as a as I would say to you as a person of the culture and somebody that buys a lot of shoes, is sorry, getting a call. Is that a issue for you? Because the
Um.
video itself, it's funny in its sense, but I start looking at it as, what if I was the one that wanted to get the shoe?
No, 100%. I see the intent behind it, but I don't agree with even removing myself
Mm-hmm.
and how it would affect me. I just don't agree with that um policy, that process, and just in general. Like, um, what does it really matter?
Yeah.
What you as a storefront, as a seller, whatever you want to label yourself as, you will never know the intent of your consumer.
Mm-hmm.
You just won't.
Mm-hmm.
You may have a feeling, see that guy looks like a reseller,
Yeah.
whatever, but you just don't know, bro. And to force everyone through something because you're trying to weave out the few, it's not fair, like you're saying, to people who don't intend on reselling it, but also don't intend on wearing the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we go
Because then, what
time
if it's a gift at that time? Like, what if you're,
like, yeah, there's tons of different situations that will be one thing and not the other, whatever the case may
mm,
be. I personally, if I'm in that situation, I don't want to wear my shoe out like that, because 9 times out of 10, I probably won't wear that shoe for like a whole ass year, like
mm. Which
whatever the
is usually
case
the
may be.
case. Yeah, like
Yeah.
sometimes that's usually like as we've gotten older, like that, even like as time that went on, that became the case. When I bought a shoe, it wasn't for me to wear that day. Like
Mhm.
how, back when we were in what, high school, it's like that. Usually
Mhm.
it is like, yeah, when I bought a shoe, it was getting put on
Trying.
later that night
Yeah. Yeah.
for
I was
when we
trying to
went
wear
to
that shit
Paseo or something
today.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but now it's like I buy a shoe, and unless there's something that I already knew, like, yo, I know I'm going here and this would probably be a perfect shoe to wear to this event
Mhm.
or to
Mhm.
this, wherever I'm going, it's going to sit in the closet or it's going to sit, on the shelf for a while before I
Yeah.
decide to put it on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, yeah, that's, yeah.
There's just different variables, and you never know, and it's unfortunate. It really is, like, just to be in that position. Like, what are you gonna do? Say no, and then they're gonna refuse to sell it to you, and then you
Mhm.
really can't do anything there. Like,
Yeah.
I just, yeah, it's
I,
it's uh it's a little childish in my opinion.
Yeah, then that's exactly the same feeling for me. I think it's a very childish thing to do because now you're trying to take the power out of the consumer's hands and you try to basically be this overlord of the C community, which makes you look like people like it doesn't make me want to shop there anymore, like
Yeah.
more because like oh like yeah, granted like yes, they're like I have my own thing with resellers like, and it's only for resellers that do the absolute most
Mhm.
for no reason.
Mhm.
If that's your thing, if your thing is reselling, that is you, like all power to you as long as you're a dope person that like you have a good personality and the reason why you're doing this is for a a a real genuine thing in the community, by all means. Now, if you're just
Mhm.
doing it because you see a dollar sign attached to everybody that walks by you, then that's a different conversation that I'm not willing to have because that's going to take hours. But
Yeah.
but you trying to control a market or trying to control a community from your store, or if that's the reason why you got into selling shoes at getting a retailer, it's like that. That's very weird. And I'll be always be the first to say it. And it's not going to make me, if I know a store that does that and I see a store, it makes me not want to shop there even more, because I know for a fact I'm not going to want to wear my shoes out,
Yeah.
because I don't resell shoes like that. Like I don't like I'm not that's not what I do. Like when I buy shoes, it's only for the sole purpose that I wanted them.
Yeah,
I'm not
and
going to want to wear them out regardless.
exactly. I'm not trying to wear a shoe because someone told me to wear it. Like,
Yeah,
bro, like if that were the case, I would never have DS shoes still,
yeah,
even past whatever time. Like, bro, there's shoes in this closet that I've been picking up all year, and like, there's literally like two small rows of kicks that I haven't worn yet, and
hmm
I'm just like, and what?
yeah,
So what? So
yeah,
what that I have these shoes I haven't worn yet? And people are like, bro, why? Well, why? Because this shoe was this much then, and now it's this much now, and
hmm
thankfully I don't have to worry about it.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's just I'm good.
And
Don't do
I
that to
hate
me.
and the last thing I want to get on is I hate the people in the comments that are like, yeah, good, like fuck resellers and all this stuff. The only reason why you're saying this is because you didn't get them.
And bro, trust me, I used to be that person that had like a dislike towards resellers,
Yeah, same.
but I mean, and I think we always will because it just means that we're paying more than we could have.
Yeah,
But I mean, they're a necessity, bro. They're a necessity in terms of allowing individuals to really have a shoe that they didn't get to have
yeah,
the first time around, and that's kind of just like a thing you got to live with now, and more so on the individual to put in the work to finesse, the market and things of that nature.
yeah. And I think people that feel like these stores are in the right, and it's because it becomes like kind of like a slippery slope when saying this, but I think the people that feel like the stores are on the right also have a weird power thing issue.
Hmm.
And most of these people that are applauding these stores would have the same issue that I have with it. If somebody told you, "Yo, here's your size. Yeah, you got it. You're one of the lucky people to get it. Oh, by the way, you have to put it on to be able to
Hmm.
buy it. And if you
Hmm.
don't, you can get out."
Yeah.
You would feel some type of way, because I know me and I know my personality. If I went to Chic tomorrow and
Hmm.
hit on, say she got the J Balvin ones tomorrow, and I go in there and I get them, and one of them's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you can't buy them unless you put them on." Even if I never had any knowledge of stores doing this beforehand,
Yeah.
I would switch up, so because I would instantly get pissed off. I'd be like, "Yo, what? Like
Yeah.
who are you talking to? Like
Yeah.
like who? You're telling me you're not gonna sell me a shoe because I don't want to put it on? Like nah, like you can kiss my ass." And I would, and knowing me, I would call, there would be an uproar and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I would be the one on Nice Kicks being like, "Yo, dude loses his mind in Chic because he doesn't want to put the
Wear
shoes
shoes
on."
out.
Yeah, like, and for me, it's like that, because that would be my initial reaction to that. You're not gonna tell me when I go to a store with my money, and I was lucky enough to be in the placement to be in line to where I got to the shoe, or I was lucky enough to get picked on a raffle, whatever the case may be, on how that store does its how people are able to get their shoe,
Hmm.
that I have to wear it out. You can kiss my ass. Like that's there's no way around that. And so I think the people that are like applauding these people are like, I think you guys are sore losers in a sense, because if you guys were put in that situation, it's either you guys would have been mad that you guys did it, or you guys would have been mad because either you don't want to wear them, or you would have been mad because you wouldn't have been able to get DS resell on them. Because the same people that are applying them are probably the same ones that if tomorrow, say tomorrow, those shoot up and they become a $5,000 shoe,
Hmm.
everybody will be instantly pissed off,
Yeah.
because you'll be mad because now you're like, oh yeah, yeah, fuck resellers, yeah, like make them wear. You'll be pissed off because you want those shoes, but now they're $5,000.
Yeah, now even worse.
Now you're pissed. Or
Yeah.
say you got them, and now you can't get that 5K because you wore them out and you stepped on some gum trying to get to your car because you had them on.
Mm-hmm.
Now you hot. So it's like I hate like the applauding a store overstepping just because they try to be the gatekeeper of the community when it's like nobody told you to be that you were.
Yeah, I don't understand or where or who thought that the first line of defense would be the store itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what?
The
No,
retailers are savior.
no, dude, get the fuck out of here, dog. Like, you're not, you, you shouldn't be doing this because, I mean, at the end of the day, only you could lose the consumer. Only you can lose. Only the store is losing out.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, regardless of how situations unfold, only the store is the one that can possibly lose a Nike account.
Mm-hmm.
Only the store is the one that could lose business by people not going because they're doing this. Only
Mm-hmm.
the store at the end of the day puts himself liable and at risk.
Mm-hmm.
And the consumer can either agree with them or laugh at them. And
Yeah,
if they do laugh at them, that can affect only the store.
yeah,
So, in my opinion, it's just bad business.
yeah. Because and then what if those same people that bought the shoes and yeah they complied or whatever, but they turn around and write bad reviews.
Yeah, like it's
Now
just
your reviews tank because you tried to place yourself at the head of something that nobody even told you that you were.
exactly. Only the store can lose in these situations, in my opinion. And what they're trying to combat is still going to keep thriving.
Then last question: do you think that the because my I feel like this starting to kind of become a trend that I'm not gonna like see happen over the next year and a half,
Mm-hmm.
especially with a lot of especially with some of the shoes that are being slated to come out next year.
Mm-hmm.
I can see this becoming something that is the case.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see this becoming a trend? And also, do you see this becoming a bad situation? Because right now it just seems like it's one-off stores every like in random places. Do you see more stores doing this? And if you do you see in the long run them winning in this situation? Like, do you see them being able to win over the public as well? This is becoming the norm, so fuck it, we're just gonna have to rock with it. Or do you see the community saying, "Wait, no, this is not how we're gonna. This is not how we're doing this."
I don't think it's going to become a norm, and I also don't think that it's not going to be because of the community.
Okay.
Um, I just think that, like, for example, the big chains, big retailers, storefronts, not these
Yeah.
one
Not
place
them.
things.
Yeah. Not yeah.
For Foot Action, Foot Locker, Champs, none of those stores are going to do that.
Yeah. Never.
Um, so yeah, it won't take on until stores like that do it, which I
Okay.
don't see them ever doing.
Yeah. No.
And then reverting back to like being uh being the only one that gets asked out is the store.
Mm.
So once stores realize that too, they're probably going to stop doing it, or it just won't catch on. And whoever did do it or whoever will do it will continue to be the only ones that are doing it.
Do you could you see brands commenting on any of this? Because even though it's a
Like,
one-off and like I like I don't see it being like on the radar, but like do you see
yeah,
brands probably stepping in the same thing, even though we've known the history of brands kind of just being like whatever,
I
like
mean,
once they lose a
yeah,
factory, who gives a shit?
I definitely see some brands taking a more like just state making a statement,
Yeah.
but I just don't see this becoming something that people will do and people will implement and and things of that nature. I don't see it happening, and I hope it doesn't,
Okay.
because I'm not trying to
Travis,
wear out my shoes, bro.
Travis Scott or J Balvin, the one that the is would Travis Scott whatever shoe he drops or the next J Balvin shoe, if a store does that, which one do you think would probably be the one that makes Nike or Jordan
The
come out and
tra-
make a
the
statement? Travis?
that like Wait, a statement on what?
So because we've been getting like random shoes, not like anything like if say this was the J Balvin one, do you think this would have made a big? Do you think it sort of forced Jordan to come out with a statement? Because I know for a fact if they did this with the J Balvin ones, that store would probably be on fire right now.
I mean, I don't think so because they did it with the Manila fours and they didn't say anything. And the Manila fours are 150 pairs. Like,
But I think but also I think that plays a role into it because of the fact that Manila Fours were 150 players for that one store, and that was it.
yeah,
Like,
you're right. They are getting a GR release. I forgot about that.
so I think what happens when and that wasn't even in that wasn't even in the States. So if think about like, what if it was a J about like say it was let's do Travis Scott because Travis Scott we know his track record with the shoes. Say they did this with the Travis Scott like the Travis Scott fours or the ones and us.
I don't think Nike or Jordan's gonna really care, to be honest.
You don't think they would just be like, all right, whatever.
I don't think they're gonna care. I think it's just at that point it just becomes a a conversation between that store and their account, and that's it. I don't
Okay.
think it'll require a statement
Mm-hmm.
to the masses.
Oh well, no, maybe not a statement to the mass. I'm saying do you think that they will contact the store and be like, hey, no, we're not, don't do that.
I think a store might lose a contract over that. I could definitely see that happening.
Oh, for real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
I didn't want
But
to go to that extreme, but I was definitely thinking it. Like, what if they
yeah,
pulled a contract?
yeah. I think they could pull a contract. That'd be really shitty to lose a
Yeah.
contract over that. But I mean, bro, you never
Send a
know.
message.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you're forcing something that no one else is trying to enforce. So
Mm.
if you become an example negatively, then you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that's what it is.
Okay. Cool. Good talk. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So let's jump into our gas or pass. Let me
Mm-hmm.
get this screen for you guys. Oh, there you go. No. Where's it at? Wait. Cancel that. Did it? Oh, there it is. Okay. Mm, there we go. Okay. Let's get into gas or pass. We are going to start on December 17th, which will be today when you guys see this. The Nike Air Presto Origins. They're going to be releasing at 1:30. The the excuse me, the Presto Origins basically are a shoe that kind of compiles all the monikers over time of the Nike Prestos
Mm-hmm.
from earlier, from I guess from their basic conception. I think that's the word I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Conception, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and so they basically just put them all different boxes onto a shoe. Presto's at one point being a hot ticket in the culture.
I mean, it's crazy that the Presto is the number two off white behind the ones.
Mm-hmm.
Cause those are hard, bro. The off white Prestos are ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
they were great.
so all of these little logos are logos that they've used before for Presto.
Yeah, so they're like all like little like they're considered monikers, but like you would think of like little mascots. Like they have little names. And so
Okay.
yeah.
Um, I mean, it's a dope shoe. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's kind of like not overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it is a it's a pretty loud. It's a bold shoe. Um, but I like it, man. I think because they went with a white sole, white laces, everything else is white or black.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes the shoe as a whole easier to wear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I definitely gas for these.
Mm-hmm.
I love Prestos, so anything that is a cool design for Prestos, I'm all for it. I really like them having like the little different different characters on them, so I'm definitely looking forward
Mm-hmm.
to that. So I'm definitely gonna say gas. Make sure you guys check us out. Retail is 130.
Yeah.
If you guys are into Prestos, Prestos are comfortable shoes.
Yeah.
in general. So I would definitely say check those out. Next, also on the 17th, I mean, sorry, on the 18th, Thursday, yeah, Thursday, the Titan Air Jordan 23s. The Titan,
The return of the Jordan 23.
let's bring these back.
Is
I
this their
was,
first retro?
I think so. I believe so. Because I
Damn,
haven't
that's
seen a 23 in a long time. Um,
yeah. I think this. No, there's a Soulfly 23, isn't there?
there is one. When did that come out, though?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, let me see. Since I'm sharing, I gotta check over here. What do you think about this one, though?
Oh well, also I'm a huge fan of 23s. There are a couple pair that I still want to get my hands on that I know is gonna take
Yeah, the
forever.
Florida Marlins 23.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Um, what year did those come out?
these came out in them doesn't 2016.
2016. Okay,
Yeah,
so four
yeah,
years
yeah.
ago. Okay. Yeah. So I'm a huge fan of 23s. I've always like I had a couple. I think I do still have the. I had the white. I had the Chicago Bull ones, the white with the red.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted the UNC ones. Still haven't got a pair. I wonder what those are sitting at. What are those sitting at?
The UNC
23s?
23s.
Yeah.
The ones that came out for they came out to Chicago, Washington,
Mm-hmm.
and probably like in the twos or threes, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
But yeah, so this one I like. This is a dope show. I love the tongue with the Jordan logo, but like the little metal Jordan logo.
Yeah.
I really like that. So definitely gonna gas the hell out of these. Um,
I like them. They're gas. Personally, I love 23s also.
mm,
On feet though, they feel like bricks.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
know, they feel very foam positive, like where
yeah.
there's
Cause
just
what?
no
Cause right
flexibility.
here, this I don't even know what it's called,
It's like a
but
plastic.
yeah, it's literally plastic, so it's really like. Cause I tried to play in them at one point, and yeah, it was not happening.
Yeah, there's no real flexibility within the shoe.
Mm,
Um, but I mean I like them. I had two pairs when they first dropped. I had the All Star 23s,
mm,
which were these right here for the peeps. Okay, no pictures. Okay, Black X want to play games. And then I had the Chicago Bulls 23s.
mm.
My favorite still to this day though are the uh the the titanium 23s. So
Oh, bro,
basically
yeah,
the first colorway that came out.
yeah,
These
those
right
are
here.
fire. Yeah, those are
Yeah,
fire.
the titanium 23s. Oh man, whew,
Mm,
these are spicy.
mm, mm.
So those are my favorite pair. I like the 23s. They're bulky, but um it's just a dope shoe. Like when you really just look at it, it's vastly different from the 22.
Mm-hmm.
Um, vastly different from everything that they've done really after like 18.
Yeah.
Um, they use recycled materials on the upper.
Mm,
That's why that big old chunk on the back is still there because it was more cost efficient to just leave it than to cut it.
mm.
Um, like it was a cool shoe. They have a thumbprint on the inside of the
Yeah.
tongue, patent leather on the tongue and the toe box. I like
Yeah.
the shoe a lot.
Yeah.
I like it. It was comfortable. The padding was nice.
Mm-hmm.
A nice little lining with whatever material that was. The
Yeah.
thumbprint as the sole on the outsole. It was really, really, really dope shoe. I like it.
Yeah. I like so this shoe. It retails at 200, but the only thing about the shoe is it's not released. It's releasing in Asia, so it's not going to be released in the U.S. as of
hmm
now.
hmm
No
U.S.
signs of
State.
it. No signs of it coming to the U.S. as of right now.
Uh-huh.
So it's only going to be released in Asia. So if you do get your hands on them, definitely double check. and check where they're coming from. And then also, I'm pretty sure these are going to resell crazy. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I really like the shoe. Hopefully, I can. Um, I'll come across these at some point for a decent price.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the 18th. On to the next. So I wanted to get your opinion on these. So these come out Friday the 19th, December 19th. The Sean Cliver Nike SB Dunk Low Holiday Special.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave that to you, Gabe. These are all you.
Fuego. Fire. Nothing
Oh,
about this shoe is wrong. Like these colors work well, you know.
oh, that
Nice
insole is
detailing.
beautiful.
It's just what about this shoe would you not like? If you're looking at it, taking it in as a whole,
Mm,
that clear bottom with the blue hits and the glitter in it, like, man, it works well. Suede uppers. w- why would you not like this shoe?
yeah. I actually really like this shoe. I'm definitely say gas on the shoe. This is
Mm-hmm.
a surprisingly well put together shoe.
Bro, 1,000%.
Man,
The
this
speckles in the outsole are
yeah,
silver and gold.
yeah.
You know,
Oh, they come with three laces. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, so I like this shoe. This is definitely a gas. Um, whew,
I
man,
hate how hard it's become to get SBs, bro.
yeah.
It's been so hard. Like, dude, SBs that I bought for $20 are $400 now. Like, it's ridiculous that you you just have to put up with it.
Yeah,
There's no way
honestly.
around it. There's no way to slow it down. The people who can do whatever they want and buy whatever they want have really like made it difficult for the average consumer.
PJ Tucker about
Um,
to have these on a pregame.
oh God,
He definitely having these on for the Christmas game.
man,
Wait, did they play Christmas?
I don't I don't. They should, but I don't
Let
remember
me
who
see.
they play.
Yeah, yeah. You know he's showing up to the arena with these on. You already know it. Okay, yeah. So
He's
these
probably gonna have the Grinches on or something.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Those dropped on Christmas Eve, huh?
The 24th. Yeah,
Yeah. So these drop Friday. These will retail at 110.
bro. Look
Uh,
at that. Look at right now. You could buy them for $1,100.
these.
You see that buy now from 1099 right under it.
Jesus, nah, that's not happening. That's mm-mm.
I don't think.
That's on Kickstify, right? Yeah, because that's the partner.
Oh yeah, Kickstarter. Forget about that.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. No, that's crazy. But yeah, definitely gas. Gabe definitely loves him. So anybody that wants a nice exchange with him while he sits in his trunk while he waits for you to pull up with a trash bag with the shoes in.
Yeah, and I got to keep the trash bag. What's up?
Hey,
Put that
keep
shit in my put it in my kitchen. Currently being used right now.
hey, right.
My trash can.
Just reusable materials everywhere, right? You know.
Hey, let's go, bro.
Um.
Self-sustaining is the way to go.
There you go. Um. Also coming out the 19th, the Air Jordan 13 Black Hyper Royal.
Hmm.
Ooh, sorry. Yeah, there you go. Uh, thoughts?
Um, I mean, I like it. It's kind of like been a long time coming for a another blue 13,
Mm-hmm,
but more so a black and blue 13.
mm-hmm,
So I mean, someone might get like Black Flint vibes from this or something.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like they just, I like it. It's cool. Good for the people who like blue Jordans. That this
Yeah.
is the one for them.
Oh,
And it's a good one overall.
okay.
But I mean I'm a pass. I'm just not I'm not looking at Jordans that aren't named J Balvin right now.
That's the only ones I got your eye.
Yeah. No.
Um, so I'm gonna say pass, and it's a hesitant pass because I'm very
You're a 13s guy.
I'm a 13s guy. I am very hesitant on the quality of the shoe. Just quality wise of like this because I don't. I had this question. I thought this question because a lot of these shoes kind of pop up randomly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that Jordan Brand missed their window with some of these shoes?
Like,
So
what
like
do you mean by that?
there was a window where 13s would like sell crazy,
Mhm.
and it was a good time to be a 13. Like if you were 13, you definitely knew that you was off the rack soon,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
on the same day.
Yeah.
Do you think that Jordan Brand, and I won't say miss a window because Jordan Brand, so they're always going to sell, but do you think that they missed a window for like the some of these colorways where you wish they probably would have should have did it sooner?
I mean, to go into that question, I feel like no, only because um a lot of it has to do with the Jordan 1
Mm,
and how big that model is that it almost overshadows everything that they do
mm,
outside of Jordan 1.
yeah.
Um and then 2, I don't really know what Jordan's like. What I'm more curious to know is what is their how do they determine what gets retroed when?
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like, how do we get 213s 1 year and then none for like 5 years?
mm,
But even within those 5 years, we don't get any 12s or nines or sixes or anything
mm,
like that. Like, I just don't know what it's like. Like, how does it rotate? Like, who's next? Type of thing.
mm,
You know? Because they're all over the place. You
yeah.
know, we had a time where there was a shit ton of Jordan 2 retros, but none of them were colorways that we actually wanted.
Mm,
The Jordan 3, they said they were going to stop retroing, and then they started making more retros. The Jordan 4 is really hot right now. The
yeah.
Jordan 5 is getting all the retro love.
Jordan 4, they're gonna they have a spring release for that for Jordan 4,
Yeah.
that University Blue one. Oof,
So,
that
like,
shit is
I
so
think
beautiful.
models 1 through 10 are getting a lot of love.
Mm,
And 11, or obviously 11, 12 through
yeah.
18 is like where are they at?
Whenever
Um,
they get the scraps, they get this they get
yeah,
they're like fillers, like they're the filler
yeah,
weights.
and it's tough to kind of gauge like if those miss their window or not because those get most affected by the overshadowed bigger
Yeah,
ones.
like
So
you put this in between you put this in between some of these shoes that like you had a J Balvin come out the week before, and then
the
you
black and
have
gold ones got overshadowed by the Balvin
exactly because the
ones.
black and gold ones are sitting at 210 right now on
Yeah,
StockX, which is
yeah,
crazy. But
yeah.
you have and then you have and they of course they don't have like but you have like the Grinches coming out on Christmas Eve,
Hmm.
and then what's the Jordan that's coming out on the 30th? I was just looking at it. Damn it. Uh, Probably can find it probably before I can. Uh, but anyways, while I say that, they're putting them in between a lot of shoes that don't like that you can't help but just like these are going to get like oh well I couldn't get these so I'll just grab these kind of thing.
Yeah,
Not
exactly. The
there's no like
afterthoughts,
actual
bro.
like need for them,
Hmm.
and I that kind of sucks. No, the Jordan 11 adapts.
Oh, true. True. $500 retail though, bro.
Yeah,
Like, oh my gosh.
self lacing. If I get lucky enough, oh my god,
And it's like,
oh
bro,
my god.
how do you want me to buy that shoe? Like how how do you want me to buy that shoe? Like, what do you mean this costs the same as a PS5? Like, what do you mean
They
that
put
all these other BBs were 300 and now this is 500? Like, you know what I mean? Like, nah,
yeah,
dude, you're only getting $200 more out of this because it's an 11.
Exactly.
Like, fuck out of my face with that, bro. I know you can charge us $300. You did it with all the other ones. Now you're gonna. I just don't.
Kid got
I,
himself worked up.
I don't like. I don't like how expensive they are.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me,
Yeah,
man.
it's a weird. I don't know. But we'll talk about that when
When we
when
get
that
our
week comes.
L's,
Yeah. And so okay, I'm gonna say pass. Yeah. I don't know. Again, these might actually be like one of those shoes I could copy. They're still sitting there, maybe a
mm-hmm,
week later.
mm-hmm.
So who knows? I could use some black and blue 13s, honestly. Um, last on the list, Air Jordan 13 GS Black Metallic Gold.
Hell
Um,
no, 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 no. Hell to the no, hell to the no. Nah, man,
you
this
don't
one
you don't
ain't
need
it.
you don't need to get these to match with your ones.
No, sir. Not
Good.
not only not only would I not get them, but these don't even look good in base size, bro. Like, look at this shit.
Yeah.
I'm passing, not spending my money on those shits. No, no, no,
I don't.
no.
So I'm definitely passing no matter what. But I don't like the speckles on the back.
Yeah, like this shoe
It
just.
looks yeah, it looks half-assed.
I don't need no speckles on my
Like I
13.
like the outsole, like I like that,
Yeah,
but I don't like the back
there
panel.
could have been better ways to incorporate that gold
Yeah,
on the upper.
because they don't
Whether
wait. Do they even have the? Because I don't think the logo's even gold.
yeah, like the logo could have been gold.
Yeah,
Um, there's just.
could have. Yeah, you could have. Yeah, you could have did more with this. But any for all our ladies out there, if you guys are looking to possibly get some black 13s, retail for 140. They come out on the 19th, so definitely check those out.
Don't buy
Yeah.
these ladies.
So don't you don't want them. What if a guy's trying to think of a last
Oh
minute Christmas
shit.
gift for his girl?
Well, they better kick rocks.
Man, that's rude. But
Oh
yeah,
snap. What up, bro?
excuse me, sorry. But yeah, so that was guys for pass. We if there are any shoes that you guys think deserve some that people should cop, definitely comment below. Let us know. Actually let other people know. That what shoes you're looking forward to getting this weekend.
Mhm.
If you're looking to cop anything this weekend that May's not releasing this week, but something that already released that that you got lucky on,
Yeah.
definitely let us know. With that, we are going to end the episode there. Um,
Hey.
we have next week. We have a very special guest for our holiday Christmas edition episode. So everybody, please wear your Santa hats. Gabe, wear your Santa hat. Make
Thank
sure
you. Next episode.
next episode.
Let's go.
So make sure you guys tune into that. Again, thank you guys for watching us. If you guys watch our podcast, we are on YouTube at Unlaced. If you listen to your podcast, we're on all streaming platforms. If you listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcaster, Anchor, all those great streaming platforms, definitely check us out. All our episodes are there. And all our past episodes, I'm working on a couple of them because some of them are not loading up. But definitely, I'm working on that to make sure our whole back catalog is on all streaming platforms. But all of our most recent episodes of the year, so of 2020, of this pandemic, are on all streaming platforms. So definitely check those out. Make sure you check out last week's episode with Reggie. Shout him out. Happy belated birthday. I got to tell him
Happy
birthday.
belated. Let's go.
I got to tell him happy birthday like super late because I was really out of it that day. But
Hmm.
happy birthday to him. Um, Make sure you guys check out his season finale of Kicking Game coming out soon. I believe it's should come out this week, or should by the time this comes out, I think it probably should be coming out, or he should let people know when it's coming out.
Hmm.
But make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you follow us on all our social media, Unlaced X Podcast and at Unlaced X Threads on IG. Also follow us on Unlaced Podcast on Twitter. I created that Twitter. I'm working on getting it like fully up and running, so you guys should
Yeah.
see it pop up every now and then. So make sure you guys follow us there.
I'm working
Again,
on putting Unlaced on Facebook
hey, there you go. See,
because
yeah.
we're being forced to do it actually
Oh yeah.
by Instagram.
Oh, for real?
So like because when you run promotions, you
Hmm.
get billed by
Oh
Instagram.
yeah, yeah.
You need to have a link
Facebook, yeah.
Facebook. And right now my personal is linked to my Facebook.
Mm,
So if I link my personal to the brand, then my personal won't have my personal.
mm.
So I'm gonna make yeah. So that way the brand
I
can
did
have
do that
yeah
for the podcast page
yeah
because it was and so that's why I had that I have that dead Facebook just sitting
yeah.
there. So I'm more yeah. You're more in tune with Facebook than I am right now. I deleted that 7 years
Uh,
ago.
I mean I have it, but I don't use it.
Mm,
I got off of it because of the marketplaces, the shoe
mm.
marketplaces. But I guess I need it now, so
Time to
I'm
research.
I'm coming back.
But yeah,
But
so check us out there.
yeah.
If you guys, our drops are again, like I said earlier in the show, all our drops have dropped.
Hmm.
We are down to one 2XL in our long sleeve left. I believe it's the oatmeal heather.
Yup.
So make sure that you guys, whoever is a 2X, if you want to get a
The
gift, if
last
it's get the
remaining
last one.
piece.
We are sold out of our hoodies, our
Hmm.
crew necks. We're sold out of all our black long sleeves. So thank you again for everybody that has purchased. We really appreciate that. Drops will be coming. More drops will be coming soon. More announcements will be coming soon. So
Hmm.
make sure you guys check that out. But yeah, one size left. Uh, if you guys are seeing this now, hopefully
It's
you got to it before you see it here.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if you're
Hopefully it's
seeing
gone
this
by
now
then.
and there's a one size left, there is only one size left. There is no waiting. So
Hmm.
make sure that you guys cop that as soon as possible. Um, with that being said, is there anything left? Is there anything?
Mm, we actually do have one release schedule for this month.
Mm-hmm,
We still have a holiday tee that hopefully will be here this week.
mm-hmm,
Um, and to kind of get it into people's hands, we're crunching numbers to try and get it out at the very like at the best, you know,
mm.
possible pricing to
Yeah,
make a good stocking stuffer,
of
last minute
course.
gifts.
Yep. We're
It'll
for
be
the
a t
people.
yeah, it'll be a t-shirt, so it's not like you're paying, outerwear pricing or anything like
Yeah,
that. So, we're trying to figure it out, trying to make something happen with that, and hopefully it gets here sooner rather than later so we can capitalize on just having it in general
yeah,
and being able to
definitely.
wear it multiple times and get your productivity and your wearability out of it before the
Yeah.
seasons, I guess.
Yeah, so get your pockets ready now. So we're not
Yerp,
getting the DMs of y'all. So you guys
yerp.
always release when I ain't got no money on me. You got save up now. Get it ready.
It
Do
won't be
that now.
much, y'all. Put a little $20 away, you gravy.
Yeah, do your thing.
Yeah,
But with that, I'm Chris.
Yerp.
Thank you, Gabe, for
Mm-hmm.
joining us, and we will see you guys next week. Make sure you
Yep.
guys like, comment, subscribe, do all that nice stuff for us. Make sure you guys, show the love. Let people know we are here. Because the only way that we grow is by people that are watching us and our supporters by sharing. So please share and let us know. With that, we are done. I'm we it's 1 o'clock 1 o'clock already. Yeah, we got to
Chuck.
get out of here.
Yep. I gotta be at work in 20 minutes.
Yep.
Luckily I work from here, so
There you go.
I work from here, so it's all good.
Wow. So yeah, let's do that. And we'll see you guys next week. All right.
Later, y'all. Good
Peace.
shit.